This is Bruce Buffer, and this is the moment you've all been waiting for. It's time for the MMA Holes!
Mixed martial a-holes. MMA Holes, MMA Holes, MMA Holes, MMA Holes, MMA Holes. You like to be a mixed martial a-hole. MMA Holes, MMA Holes, MMA Holes, MMA Holes, MMA Holes.
No way.
From the Aunt and Uncle Studios of Arizona, Tyson versus Holyfield 3. What? Khamzat Chimaev not fighting this year. Let's see who headlines that card. Hermanson Vittori this weekend. And we got Felony Charles Bennett live with the MMA Holes. Yeah, baby. Wonderful. That's right. I said it. He is back in business. Felony Charles Bennett will be live at the second half of the show. JBH, how are you?
Wonderful, Moss. How are you?
Wonderful.
I am wonderful. It is a good night to be alive here tonight. Season 4, episode number 43. By the beautiful mountains in Arizona, we have a plethora of things to talk about tonight. Many MMA stories, bare knuckle. We have boxing. We have everything. We're going to tickle everyone's fancy tonight. Look at this thumbnail, Jess. Some people were confused. They're like, why is there a Gstring on Charles's opponent?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why?
Enlighten me.
Because that's turnaround Gstring, Jesse, in case you didn't know. They say this Tyler Goodjohn thing, but I found out, little birdie told me, turnaround Gstring is his real name. So we'll find out about this tonight. This is Felony's opponent.
Turnaround Gstring.
Yeah, it's turnaround Gstring.
Mm.
That's a bird on the street, Jesse told me. Let me know in the chat if you know what we're talking about. But before we get into that whole fiasco, let's get into what? Tyson versus Holyfield 3? You want to start with that? What do you want to start with?
Yeah. Oh, shit. You know what, Moss?
What?
I'm going to need you to occupy their time for literally 2 minutes because I just realized I forgot that you closed everything out and I didn't bring it all back up.
No worries. Should I ride the donkey behind us right now as the mule, I should say, in the desert? Anyway.
Sure.
Okay. Well, anyway, this weekend is Saturday night. We have a spectacular night of fights. Well, not spectacular, but a night of fights. We have Vittori slipping in against Hermanson. That is definitely happening on Saturday. We hope. Who knows? With the whole COVID situation going on, no one ever knows what's happening during these fights. All I know is I want to see something. I'll watch Vittori versus Hermanson or Hansen. Umbop.
Wonderful.
You got in the co-main event, Ovince St. Preux versus Jamahal Hill. I like to call him the hide your kids. I like Jamahal Hill. Hide your kids, hide your wife guy. The card, listen, it's not spectacular, but we've seen this plenty of times during the pandemic, that even if there's not the biggest of names on a card, we've been dazzled. And Gian Vollante's coming back, Jesse. I mean, how could you not be excited about that, right?
I'm stoked.
Yes. Gian Volante coming back. Exciting stuff. Heavyweight. Perfect. That should be just a spectacle. And we'll have some pizza maybe during that fight. I don't know. Is he the first fight on that card?
Okay, so we do have I have a lot lined up tonight. Some of it doesn't really matter. So when we get to the whole felony thing, we might not get to like the little stupid
who cares?
stories. But
that's all right. Don't worry, Jesse. We're gonna have a fun night tonight. But anyway, is Gian Volante the first fight on this thing? Is that what's happening? Is he starting
that's
this thing
what it
up?
looks like.
Wow. Yeah, Gian Volante looks like it. Well, according to Tapology. Yeah, like I said, it's not the greatest of cards, but it's all good, man. We're gonna have some fun on Saturday night. Hit me with the ones in the chat if you'll be in attendance for our Saturday show.
Wonderful.
And let's take attendance right now in the chat. Who's here? Let's say hello to our friends on Not the MMA Holes.
And Ann says hello to Joints, Pale Monkey, Uncle Carper Tom. It was good. Got out early. Matt Stone with the 1P Dizzle. I thought it was first Smolka, or I thought it was Smolka first.
I see him on the card. It could rearrange. I don't know. He is there. He's fighting a Quinones. That's actually a pretty decent fight.
We got Jesse Boots, 2 joints, Uncle Carper, Pale Monkey, Joe B, 2 joints, Philip V, Uncle Carper again, Jake Little, Uncle Shep, CN, Justin Jr., C Mills, 2 joints again, Michael Roberts Jr., Mastone says Shep with the thumbs up, P Dizzle with the 1, Uncle Boss, I'm here,
Yes.
Wayne Chin with the 1.
We need to take attendance more often in the MMA Holes, you know, like school. You know, you sit down, you get ready for class, the teacher walks in, and you got to find out who's in the classroom. If you're not here tonight, well, you're going to miss out on a fantastic show. And maybe we don't want you to come back. So we only like the people that come here early and stay until the very end. Now, here's the real question, Jesse.
Yeah.
How many people in this chat will be here until the very end? Drop a W. Oh, you see, I was like,
Yeah,
a WW.
Sign language you doing there.
Like, who's going to be in this chat until the very end throughout the felony interview? Hit me with the WW, and then we'll move into the news. Let's see, Jesse. Let's see how many real hardcore, loyal people are here.
All right, staying until the very end, we've got Aunt Ann, Sam Rails, Philip V, Uncle Shep, Dumb Question Chris says 2 joints, Yoda Twinkie says Moss throwing gang signs, Sam Rails, Pete Dizzle, 2 joints, CN, Justin Jr., Jake Little, Pete Dizzle,
That's awesome.
Tio
Look at that.
No Chi, Anonymous, Pale Monkey, Uncle Carper, Aunt Ann, Uncle Boss, Joe B, Michael Roberts, Matt Stone, and Wayne Chin.
Well, Michael Roberts says he's at work, but the fact that you're actually at work and listening to us, or on your way to work listening to us, that's wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Thank you, and I hope you have a fantastic night at work. All right, Jesse, let's move into the news. And what the? Rose?
Yeah, that doesn't have to be the first story we talk about. It's just the first one that's on the list.
I am just looking at this quickly. Actually, I saw the story before, and this is so stupid. This is the dumbest shit ever.
Well,
The dumbest shit.
did you read it?
No, listen, this girl's a fucking head case. And is she looking for money? If she's looking for money, then fine. Oh, my brain is scrambled from that attack.
I don't think she's looking for money. I think she's looking for attention, maybe. It does sound like an attention type situation.
I like the headline. Rose opens up on overcoming trauma from Conor McGregor's vicious bus attack. That's a good way to put it. Vicious. Well, he did throw. I mean, I guess it was pretty reckless. It was a terrorist attack, I guess. But traumatic.
Really,
what do you think,
much.
Jesse? I mean, do you think this is
if anyone should be overcoming trauma, it should be Michael Chiesa, not Rose Namajunas. But listen,
I mean,
who
these
am
are
I?
fighters. This is traumatic. This is not locked in a cage with another human being, beating the living shit out of each other. That's not traumatic. A guy threw a dolly at a fucking truck, at a bus. Move on. And how long did this happen? This is what? 2000 and what? In Brooklyn, it was Khabib versus Iaquinta, right? That's what wound up happening.
223, if I'm not mistaken.
Jesus, Rose. Maybe she's looking for a payday. All right, I'll leave her alone. Maybe she's looking to get, cash the check. I don't know. Should we even get? You want to get? All right, get
I mean,
into it.
listen,
Fuck
it's
it.
up
Who
to you.
cares?
I don't
I
really
could
care
make fun
either
of
way.
this. Okay. I'm in.
All right. According to the MMA Junkie staff, Rose Namajunas hasn't had much to say about
Rose.
about one of the most infamous incidents in combat sports history until now. The then UFC strawweight champ was scheduled to defend her title in a rematch against Joanna Jędrzejczyk at UFC 223 on April 7th, 2018 from Barclays Center in Brooklyn. 2 days before the event, however, Conor McGregor, enraged by a confrontation between his friend Artem Lobov and Khabib Nurmagomedov and the UFC stripping him of his lightweight title, flew in from Ireland with a posse to exact revenge on Nurmagomedov.
Yes.
McGregor and his crew attacked a bus carrying Nurmagomedov and several other fighters from UFC 223 Media Day. Namajunas was among those caught in the crossfire. And in the new UFC series titled UFC Year of the Fighter, Rose Namajunas, she explained just how scary it was and how close she came to getting seriously injured. She said, quote,
It's so crazy, man. The whole thing is so crazy.
She said, "It was like an eternity being in that bus because I had no idea who that was attacking us. All of a sudden, I see a big old..."
Wait, hold on. Do we have... all right, here we go. What was it like, Jesse?
"All of a sudden, I see a big old fist kind of bang on my window, and then I see one of the security guards grab one of the dudes. I didn't know it was Connor until a little bit later. When he threw the dolly, the bus was backing up into the elevator spot as he threw it to the window right in front of me. But had the bus not been moving, it would have hit my window. In my head, once I found out it was Connor, I was a little relieved, but I was still on the edge. It just took me back to when I was a kid, riding to school through bad neighborhoods, on a bus, and people throwing shit at our bus.
Wait, they were throwing shit, Jesse?
And I've never been completely concerned like that. We were just sitting there, not in control. So what did I do in the moment? I said the Lord's Prayer again.
Stop it.
And then-
Stop it.
Wait, I'm not done.
I said the Lord's Prayer.
I'm not done.
What the
I said...
I can't. You can't make this shit up.
So I'm not done.
Okay, go ahead.
She said, I said the Lord's Prayer again, and then it did make me feel a little bit better at the moment. And it got me through that tough moment. And
Here I come! Here I come with me hand truck! The Lord can save you now! Hey, hello here! Oh, yeah, you're a garbage can, Lord!
and everything
to the
that
story,
was
sorry.
from my childhood, this is what I fought to get out of, and this is like back to stupid street shit. I don't want to be around that anymore. That's what I fought my way out of.
Can someone make a cartoon? Like, I know they have a million cartoons of, like, these UFC situations. Someone needs to make a cartoon of Connor, terrorizing the situation with his posse, throwing hand trucks into a bus, and Rose, like, it just cuts to Rose like this with rosary beads around her wrists. I'm like, oh, please, Lord, please hear my prayers. I'm going to die. That's what I need to see, Jesse. I need to see this cartoon in the worst way. I feel
Yes.
terrible for Rose. This is hard. Now, after reading this story, I mean, this is a very traumatic thing. What did she do now? Where did she go
do
from
you
here?
understand, like, she didn't know who was attacking the bus at first. It could have been anybody. And it was a terrorist attack, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
And if she did go through traumatic experiences in her past, I'm sure this kind of, sparked or triggered something when she was going through it. She didn't know who it was.
Yeah.
So
what about the part where the people on the bus were saying, let me out, let me get him, let me at him? Like, they were all screaming and yelling. Like Khabib wanted to get out.
She said initially she didn't know who it was. She
Yeah.
said she realized who it was in the process of the events. But initially she thought it was just some random guy, a random crew of people attacking their bus.
Now, listen, I have seen video. Actually, on the bus, wasn't Will Harris on that bus?
Oh, yeah. You know what? He was filming
was-
Anatomy of a Fighter, right?
Yeah, I think he was the one with the video from this.
For Khabib.
I would love, oh man, we should reach out to Will. Like, if this ever turns into anything again, I'm sure the story will come up again, but I would love to get Will. We've never had Will on, actually. He's been in the chat, but we've never had him on. We should get him on to talk about that experience, because he doesn't seem pretty rattled. He doesn't seem rattled at all. Now, granted, he's 7 foot
I
tall.
don't think, yeah, listen, listen, it's hard to say because Rose is a fighter.
Yeah.
So, like, you would think that she's been training her whole life to be able to defend herself in situations
But
like
not
this.
against a hand truck.
But I think for someone like Will Harris, who like you said, is like 9 feet tall and bulletproof, I guess it's not as traumatic for him.
I don't think he's
because-
bulletproof, to be honest. But he is 9 feet tall.
He has the confidence that he can take care of himself.
All joking aside, I do understand that if someone has been through a traumatic past, no matter what it is, they have triggers and things happen. Honestly, I could drop a vase in front of Rose Namajunas, and she'd probably hit the floor and start crying. Like a loud
listen,
bang might make her hit the floor.
I can't kill her
let's be serious
completely.
here.
I mean, everybody goes through their shit. Everybody goes through their shit. I've seen people take cover from fireworks.
Yes.
Because they've been through some fucked up shit during wartime. Like, I've witnessed it firsthand, so I can't really kill her, But at the same time, it does kind of make me wonder, because she is trained to take care of herself in these types of situations.
I knew someone that jumped over the couch that actually served in Nam, and I was watching Platoon with
Really?
him. Yeah,
No.
and he leaped over the couch. He tossed an apple over thinking it was a grenade. I caught it in my mouth, and I spit it back at him. He survived. But Rose Namajunas, I mean,
That's not okay, Mom.
in fairness, anything, she can get into a car accident. She can, I don't know, she can be walking down the grocery store and something falls off a shelf and loud bang happens. She can get freaked out. Anything could freak her out. So, like, just saying that this situation was so traumatic. I mean, come on. What are we doing here? Come on. You don't think being with, what's his face, is traumatic? What the hell's his name? Her husband, boyfriend, man? What the hell's that guy's name?
Pat Barry?
Yeah, Pat Barry. Thank you. Like, isn't that a traumatic? If you're not with Pat Barry, I could take you for your word. But you are having sex with Pat Barry.
But what if people said that, like, what if I had a traumatic experience and people were like, well, if you weren't with Mystic Moss, then I could believe you.
That's the chance you take.
That doesn't, it's just not logical for you to say something like that.
Listen, it is, if you want extreme fame, sometimes you have to take these chances. Rose wants to be famous by being with Pat Barry, and you want to be famous by being with Mystic Moss. It's,
I think they're two completely different situations.
Exactly the same. Exactly the same. Anyway, let's move on. I mean, I don't know. And if she's looking for a payday, then this is a good way to start that ball. Get that ball rolling. Because now you can say, hey, I'm traumatized. Let's get some cash. And she's on a bus, got attacked. Michael Chiesa, I think, went for some money, right?
But do you think that her relationship with Pat Barry maybe makes a little more sense now, knowing like she opened up about having a traumatic past and stuff like that? That maybe the reason she's with someone who's like,
Yes, let's. I have had a traumatic past.
I'm just saying, like maybe she feels like a weird, like I don't know, like Pat Barry. He seems like the kind of, he's her trainer. He's her head coach or some shit like that.
Listen, he seems completely normal to me.
So he probably has like some aura about him that makes her feel like he can control a situation.
You know what he can't control, Jesse? A hand truck flying into a bus, apparently.
He wasn't on the bus.
Doesn't matter. If he was there, he would have saved her.
Yeah.
Pat Barry. All right, anyway, let's move on. What are we doing here with this Rose situation?
Oh, God. All right. Stephen Wonderboy Thompson versus Jeff Neal is expected to headline the December 19th event. For those of you guys who don't know, this is the main event that will be replacing Khamzat Chimaev versus Leon Edwards.
Okay. Cool and not cool. That's what I'm going to say. It's a good fight. It really, in fact, it's a fascinating fight.
Yes.
But now, main event? Nah. No.
They were already set as the co-main event. So, I mean, I'd rather this be moved up than them try to place some weird fucking
Why Khamzat Chimaev wants to fight every other weekend? He doesn't have COVID. You mean to tell me there is not one 170 that's not looking to cut that much weight, or a 185 that's walking around fairly close to, I mean, wait, it's 155er that doesn't want to cut that much weight, maybe just says, hey, I'll fucking fight the guy. You mean to tell me, out of everyone in the UFC, no one can step in and fight Khamzat? He is that scary of a human being?
I think I think the UFC has plans for him, and I don't think they want to jeopardize that by giving him a different dance partner. I think Leon Edwards, being a number 3 ranked guy, is what the UFC wants. So the UFC probably told Khamzat, like, listen, we can give you another dance partner, but it's going to take you longer. You fight Leon Edwards, it's not going to take you as long. So Khamzat probably listened to them and was like, all right, I'm out.
I don't believe that everyone's scared of Khamzat. I don't buy it. I honestly don't. Khamzat looks like he could be the real deal, no doubt. But by taking a Khamzat fight, right, on semi-short notice here, and if a lot of these guys are staying in shape, maybe not fight shape right yet, but they're kind of staying in shape, and hey, by the time that comes, I might be able to do some damage on somebody. It would catapult them. What about, like, I don't know, Mike Perry? Why can't Mike Perry say, fuck this?
What does that do for Khamzat?
Huh?
What does that do for Khamzat?
What do you mean?
Compared to fighting the number 3 ranked Leon Edwards.
Get him a fight. If Khamzat says, I smash everybody, I want to smash, I'll fight anybody. How has no one called him out?
Did you hear what I said about the UFC protecting Khamzat's path by fighting the number 3 ranked fighter? Because Leon Edwards is out, the UFC probably told him, just wait.
Okay,
wait for Leon Edwards to get healthy.
It's very simple. Khamzat fights at middleweight or welterweight. Doesn't matter, right? So, and the Mike Perry can't cut weight. He can make 185. No problem. He'll make that 185. Fight at a bizarre-ass weight, a catch weight or a 185 where Khamzat has already fought at. This is a very easy fight to put together. Anyone. I'm not just saying Mike Perry. I'm saying anybody. Like, there are so many people out there that would love to be like, oh, you know what? I'll dance with this guy. And it would mean nothing. You could probably still still put the Leon fight together. Say if this fight happens at 185, right? He's just taking a fight to save a card. He can still fight Leon afterwards. You know, if he fights at a different weight class, who cares?
Well, why risk it? Like, it just doesn't make any sense.
Risk what?
The injury. Why risk getting suspended for a longer amount of time when Leon Edwards, the COVID's only going to last a certain amount?
I find this very peculiar. Like, this whole situation I find very strange. I understand this is a big step up for Khamzat. This is an opportunity for the UFC to throw him right up top in place for a belt and all that jazz. But you have a guy that is very flexible and a guy that will fight at 185. There are so many things you can put together. And there are gentlemen, there's gentlemen on the roster that want to make some money. It's been very quiet. Now, I haven't really looked on the interwebs too much, but I haven't noticed anything. Nothing has been out there that anyone's called out Khamzat. So is it possible that the UFC is willing to do this, but not one soul is willing to dance with Khamzat? Because he's that scary of a human being.
No, I don't think that's possible.
Okay, so if that's not possible, let's go. Someone. Give me some. Here, I'll look. I'll look for you. Where are we at? Welterweight? I wish I would have thought of this before the show. I would have done my homework and really gave you some good matchups. But preparing it's not my forte. Okay. Jorge Masvidal. Why can't we do that? What the hell is this? What is Jorge doing, by the way? Mr. Short Notice, I'll come in. Jorge, fight at a bizarre-ass catchweight against Khamzat. Why not? The fuck? Michael Chiesa. Those two were nose-to-nose in Abu Dhabi. Right?
I got to bounce for 2 seconds to get the groceries.
All right, go get the groceries. I'll keep them entertained and dazzled. Michael Chiesa. This is the fight. Michael Chiesa. Now, is he matched up with somebody? Mr. Mikey boy? Of course, the UFC.com wouldn't say, but these guys were nose-to-nose. They were spreading it all over the interwebs. Why not? Doesn't say. I didn't hear anything about Michael Chiesa being matched up with anybody. That works. Neil Magny, another one that they've thrown into the mix. There's so many guys. Masvidal is fake as fuck. Yeah, Masvidal wants no business in fighting Khamzat. I threw him out there because it'd be great. It'd be fantastic to watch, but Jorge's not going to dance with him. Not yet, at least. You know, maybe if certain things line up, then maybe he'll take the shot. But, I mean, it doesn't make any sense. Why we push him off? Now, they're saying in January, I think, they'll throw Khamzat back in the mix, and now you have Wonderboy versus Jeff Neal, which is a great fight. It really is a good fight, but man, you got Khamzat, the buzz, and now you're taking the buzz away and you're putting Wonderboy there, who fought great against what's his face? The other guy. The Luque. That was a fantastic fight. Wonderboy bounced back, looked very, very good. I don't know if that's your main event. I don't see that as a viable option. I disagree with it. Let me see the UFC. Hold on a second. Let me look at this card here. Now, the card is very good, but when you lose Khamzat on this thing, you know, it takes a little nosedive. This is the one this weekend, which is not very good. You got UFC 256, which is actually looking a little bit better. All right, here we go. UFC Vegas, here it is, 17. Like I said, it's a good fight. Look, even Tapology's like, I don't want to give up. So Tapology bumped up. And you look at the fighters on this card, yes, we have some fantastic matchups. Very good stuff. But why we losing out on Khamzat? This is the last fight of the year. There's got to be someone. Has to be. Khamzat's getting ready to go. You mean to tell me there's not one person that will take a shot? You mean to tell me Neil Magny's not down? What about Felony Charles Bennett? Throw him in. Let's ask Felony when he comes on if he wants to fight Khamzat. What do you think in chat? Am I nuts? Let me know. Okay, losing Khamzat card lost all hype. I agree. I fucking agree. Hey, Rahelia, what up?
I say he waits for Leon. If he smashes any other fighter, the haters will use the last-minute stepped-in excuse.
Yeah, so it's already there. Thank you, Rahelia. And if you want to donate, hit the link in the description. Tickle that thing. Be wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful, wonderful.
I don't think he loses anything, to be honest, because the criticism's already there with him fighting quote-unquote cans. But the people that I've mentioned there are legitimate names, right? And if he fights him not at 170, so now if he takes a fight at 170, that could damage his situation with fighting Leon. But if he takes an L on a fight that was like a 185 or a catch weight or some bullshit just to save a card, it doesn't really hurt Khamzat. Maybe people could say it hurts him because he doesn't have that magical O there anymore, because people fall in love with that 0. You know, what is he, 9-0? Doesn't look as good if it's 9-1, right? It looks drastically worse. But I don't know. Is Leon Edwards, like, is that something that is really going to move the needle? No, Khamzat moves the needle. So no matter who you put against Khamzat, it's going to sell. Back into the chat. Let's see what you got. Felony will fight them all. He sure will, man. That guy won't back down. Check Magny's Twitter. Okay, you know what? Yeah, let's look. Let's look. I bet Neal is on board. If he is, it's ridiculous that they're not putting that thing together. You got to think that Khamzat beats Magny. Although Magny, he's game. Look at this. Whoever put that in the chat, thank you. December 1st. 5-round fight in 2 weeks. Wouldn't be the first for me. Holla at me, UFC. What are we doing? What are we doing? Make that fucking fight. Do not give me Wonderboy. Don't do that. I like the Wonderboy fight. Don't get me wrong. This is not my main event. This is not how I want to end 2020. Because it very well could be a long-ass decision fight. Maybe we might be bored. Maybe Wonderboy plays it safe. I don't fucking know. Jeff Neal is pretty beastly, so I have to think it's going to be a good fight. But why not Magny versus Khamzat? He's game. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make any sense. I'm confused. Fighter Pilot just subscribed to our main channel. Thank you very much. Look at that. Wonderful. We'll be back. So the last day of the strike is December 29th. That is the last day. We'll be back in business on the main channel. We'll be firing away on all cylinders. This will go back to gaming and some crazy stuff. So make sure you subscribe to both. We're going to keep the content flowing. But December 29th, we'll be back there. Wonderboy always plays it safe. He has a knack of doing that, right? Sometimes I don't blame him. All I want for Christmas is to see Khamzat fights as IZZY. Yes, sir. Right? I mean, the UFC. Give us Khamzat. That's all we want. Have Santa slide down, Dana White dressed as Santa Claus, sliding down the chimney, just delivering us Khamzat Chimaev versus Neal Magny. Why not? We'll substitute one black guy, put the other black guy in. We'll never even know the difference. That could be considered racist, so I retract that last statement. But come on. What are we doing? What are we doing here? Why we wait until January? Unless maybe Khamzat's like, you know what? I'm calling the shots now. Maybe Khamzat don't want it. Maybe Khamzat wants to celebrate Christmas. I don't know. I'm curious. No drunk Deacon, no Sean. Vittori versus Khamzat. Oof. Ooh, that would be nasty, huh? I'm down with that. What do you guys think? Khamzat Chimaev. This ain't CBD, Moss. Not sure what you're saying. No Uncle Champ. Waterboy.
Wonderful.
Here comes Roberto firing in.
December 29, I will be 35.
What? Congratulations, Roberto. Look at that. Will we be live on your birthday? Let me see. I don't have my phone. Oh, here we go. Thank you for the donation. 35 years young. That's what I like to say. Young. December 29th. I think that might be the Wild Fuka Friday, too. Let's see. December 29th. Oh, it's a Tuesday night. Probably going to have no MMA holes in your life that night. But happy premature birthday to Roberto Hernandez. You're wonderful.
Wonderful.
If you're just jumping in now, we're going to have Felony Charles Bennett on in 30 minutes. He is fighting on Bare Knuckle 15. That's happening December 11th. We'll be doing a reaction to his fight. I like Bare Knuckle a lot. I really do. I think this is perfect for what we do over here. I know it's not a boxing channel, but we're an MMA channel. We like combat. We like watching people just throw. No gloves. I'm in. Felony versus a Tyler Goodjohn. Now, I had to do some research on this Tyler guy, right? Or, as Felony calls him, turnaround Gstring. Had to do a little research on this guy. And he seems to be a fairly decent boxer. But then I saw the last time he fought was in 2016. Philip says bare knuckle is great. I'm with you, man. I think bare knuckle has shined brighter than anything right now. It's they've been pumping out events. No one's really getting sick. They're all exciting events. And if you have the app, you can see everything. So it's pretty cool. They're not even sponsoring us, and I'm sucking them off. They should sponsor us.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Tio.
I don't think Neal a bad replacement. It's a ranked opponent test, which is what we all want anyway.
Yeah. Why not? That was supposed to happen the first time. I'm not sure why, unless, they're like, hey, we can give you Leon, you can go even further up. But yeah, if Neal's ready to go, why not? And I honestly think that's a better matchup for Khamzat. Even though Leon might be more, Magny might be more well-rounded, I still think Khamzat beats Magny. I don't think Khamzat beats Edwards. Felony versus Let Me Bang Bros is Jose Loco.
Wonderful, wonderful.
So I was looking up this Tyler Goodjohn guy. And I'm like, why hasn't he fought since 2016? I'm looking around, and it looks like he's a porn star. Yep. Guy does porn. Yeah. Yep. So Felony's fighting a porn star who actually can throw hands. Apparently, I think he's like 13-5 boxing record. He's young. He's 29 years old. So he got 29 versus a 41-year-old. You got to love, how they match up people in some of these other promotions. It's kind of bizarre. But there is a long layoff, and we'll see. We'll see what Charles can do in this fight. I'm excited to see Felony back. I really am. And we haven't had Felony on the show in a little bit. Can't wait to talk to him. But this is the co-main event of the December 11th card, Bare Knuckle FC 15. You can download their app. And I think it's like, it's like $4 something a month or something like that. We pay it. Mark Godbeer versus Sam Shoemaker is the main event. So let's be honest. They should switch that around. Goodjohn versus Bennett should be the first fight on the card. Also, the British are coming. But you know what's going to happen, Jesse?
Yes.
Felony's going to be coming all over Goodjohn after the win. He's going to go bonkers.
I see it happening, Moss.
That's right. All right. You're out of breath. What happened? You ran a mile?
I was just rushing. I didn't want to leave you up here alone too long, so I was like running around to get everything. At least refrigerated stuff. Everything else in the pantry is still on the counter, but
the house is not that big.
I know. I was trying to get everything. I'm pregnant, so it's a little harder.
It's okay. Take your time. Catch your breath.
The manual labor as fast.
It's going to be nice. Jesse, what do you think about this? From what you've seen, I mean, like I said, we don't know much about Tyler Goodjohn. Yeah. But what do you think about Felony getting back in the
I love it.
Squared circle? You pumped?
Yeah, I'm always excited to see Felony fight, in fairness.
Yeah.
I'm super excited.
Okay. Let's move on to let's get to the Mike Tyson story, for God's sakes. Let's get to Iron Mike, since he's on our thumbnail. Let's move on. I'm a little bummed about Wonderboy being the main event, but I think that's what we're going to have to deal with.
Yes. So, Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. Shattered expectations with over 1 million pay-per-view buys. Did you think it was going to do 1 million, Moss?
So, okay. When you said this to me before, I'm not surprised. But then I am at the same time, because if you think about it, I really feel a lot of people stole this thing.
Yes.
Right? So, if this thing got 1 million views, how many would have had if you couldn't get it on the internet? Think about it. A lot of people that we know, they found it. It was just laying around and they watched it. So 1 million pay-per-view buys for Tyson versus Roy Jones. Makes you think, if they do this again and they throw Evander Holyfield, I have a feeling it might even beat that.
Really? You think so?
I do.
Well, speaking of Evander Holyfield, he wants a trilogy with Mike Tyson.
But you do have to... You have to put some joke of an undercard with a YouTuber, a Paul brother, or some shit. You have to, because that did help. Mm-hmm. To say that they did it all on their own, no, that's not the case.
Right. All right. Well, here we go. As I mentioned, it shattered expectations with 1.2 to be exact.
Yes.
Million pay-per-view buys, and it's considered quite low for the overall success of the show. Shockingly enough. They're giving a lot of the credit to Jake Paul in these sales.
Why are they saying it's quite low? Were they expecting higher?
So they said the news was initially reported by boxer insider Dan Rafael, who stated the Tyson versus Jones pay-per-view netted around 1.2 million pay-per-view buys. According to additional sources speaking to MMA Fighting on Wednesday, the total sales for Tyson vs. Jones could exceed that figure with 1.2 million buys, considered quite low for the overall success of the show. I guess they were assuming that with Jake Paul plus Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. would have gone way more than that. I think they assumed maybe Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. without Jake Paul should have done 1.2.
Well, what does this say, right? You throw together something that should get a lot.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Guys, I just heard Snoop's commentary during the Nate fight. Man, I was laughing when he went gospel.
I gotta hear it. I still haven't heard it. Thank you, Roberto. Did you hear it?
No, I haven't heard it. No.
I have to listen back. Yeah, I've dropped the ball on that. Okay. So here's where the disappointment may lay. You have the.
Why?
Well, you know how I like to say things differently. That's how I work.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson comes back, and everyone and their mother wants to watch this thing. But then you look at like Conor and Khabib, and they got what 2.4 million buys or some shit like that.
I don't know exactly how many.
It was double, more than double of what these guys did, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in boxing eyes, you would have to think, well, hey, you got this megastar Jake Paul that's apparently an internet superstar, right?
Yes.
You have Mike Tyson coming back. This has got to get at least over 2 million buys, right?
Right.
That's what you got to think. What does this show you? And I was looking at other pay-per-view buys. I asked her about Wilder and Fury, and she said what? The Wilder Fury one was what, 300,000? What'd you say? Some crazy number?
I can't remember how much the one was, but I know the two was between 800 and 850,000.
800, 850. Say if it even was 900,000. Wilder Fury 2. What does this tell you guys? This tells you that MMA, the UFC, I should say, is way, way higher. Like it is. Maybe it passed boxing already. Maybe we've already seen it. Like I thought it would take a couple more years before the UFC really blew past boxing. But with this pandemic, and with how the UFC handled the pandemic, I think the UFC's bigger.
I also think, though, if the UFC didn't exist, that boxing would still be here. I feel like boxing would still be a dying sport when it comes to pay-per-view buys and stuff like that. Also, we have to remember, boxing is more accessible with streaming than MMA is. Even though MMA is accessible through like illegal streaming and things like that, it is more accessible for boxing. So that's another reason why they're not selling as much as MMA is.
It's kind of crazy, man. I thought it would take a little bit longer before the UFC. Now, this was a prediction I made very early in the MMA Holes days where I was like, mark my words, the UFC will blow past boxing. But I felt it would take a little bit longer than what we're seeing now. Mm-hmm. It's kind of nuts. Now, 1 million pay-per-view buys is great. You know, that's a very nice number. But if you really think about it and how they're disappointed about it, I could kind of see it now after seeing some of these other numbers and seeing what the UFC could possibly do.
Yeah.
You know, it's pretty nuts. It really is. Now,
that's why I get like, not like agitated, but I just don't understand why, especially MMA fans, complain. They've been like throughout this entire year, they've had something to complain about when it came to the cards or, you know, who was fighting or how the UFC was putting things together. But if you really look at it, like they fucking overcame everything with this whole COVID thing.
They did a great job 2020. They really did.
Guys, boxing is a very expensive sport. Impossible to watch a live fight. I paid almost $10,000 last year for nosebleeds.
Oh,
Canelo versus Jacobs.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money.
I wouldn't do it.
In LA, in New York, MSG, the price for a ticket at the Garden, if McGregor was fighting, was absolutely insane.
Yeah.
It was insane. So if you're in the big cities, I believe once they have people back in business, like, you know, fans coming into the building, I truly believe that the UFC will be very competitive with their ticket prices. When it comes to boxing, I really see it.
Ticket prices, yes. I think that
because back in the day, it was expensive going to UFC.
Yeah.
Fight.
Yeah, but I think when it comes to pay-per-views, like boxing, like jacked up their pay-per-view prices too. Like some cards you have to pay so much money for it. It's outlandish. But MMA, even though they moved up their pay-per-view buy price, it's because of their partnership with ESPN. I don't see them going any higher than they are now, at least for a very long time.
Well, you know what the problem with boxing is? They don't have a consistent product from beginning to end. And the UFC, any event that I've gone to, right, even if the event wasn't the best event in the world, I would have to be in the seats for the first fight all the way until the last fight, because it was just more complete. Like, you look at these boxing fights, and maybe because I'm a complete casual, I don't think many people know who the first fight in a boxing
like
event
nobody
is, you know?
really cares. Yeah.
There are a bunch of nobodies there. So
But
it's
you
like,
could say the same thing about MMA. There's a lot of MMA fans who do the same thing.
but the way the UFC does it, the way they market the sport, we do know more about these guys and gals on the roster, even the unranked fighters, than you do in boxing.
Mm-hmm.
And you see these people that are freaking 30-1 or 30-10, and you know, like, they have all these fights, but you don't know them. If you have 30 fights in the UFC, you know who that person is. I mean, chances are you have a pretty good idea who that person is. So the UFC has a different formula, and I feel this formula, this whole platform that the UFC has built, is one that's going to last way longer. I feel like it's gonna be very more consistent as technology advances, as our eyeballs want to consume certain things. The UFC's got it. It has it. Mm-hmm. It really does. Look at this organization over here, Bare Knuckle FC. Now, this is really a baby sport, right? Now, this is a sport that, if you think about it, people were fighting bare knuckle many moons ago, right?
I could even argue that BKFC is growing faster than the UFC was.
It is incredible what they have done, bare knuckle. It really is incredible what they have done with this sport. It's not big now, but mark my words, in 5 years, holy shit, man. This thing is going to be something.
If they keep on the path that they're on now, I'd give them less than 5 years.
Because think about it. There is no lay and pray. There's no holding anyone up against the cage. There's no clinching up like boxing. Like, there is clinching in this, but the way you can fight out of it in this sport, there's more ways to fail. Yeah. You know? There's a smaller ring.
Wonderful, wonderful.
What keeps me up and alert is the MMA Holes goat milk. I need to win one time.
You're close, man. You're close. I've been seeing you on that first page.
You're not close. I'll win before you.
You don't have much time, Jess. Think about this. How many events do we have left? Goat milk's almost over. Right now, if it ended right now, Wicked World's the champ. We need to... It's basically going to come down to this. If you have a win already, you have some sort of a shot. If you don't have a win yet, you're in trouble. You're in trouble to get that belt. But bare knuckle, Jess, like all those things we were talking about, a lot of people don't understand this yet. They think it's vicious and crazy. They thought that with the UFC.
Right.
There is less boring things that happen. There is nothing that's boring in this. Every once in a blue moon, you'll get something where people are reluctant to throw a punch. Mm-hmm. But it's stripped everything down, and it made it in a way where you have to see action. There is violence.
Yes.
There's no way around it. So if they could develop this sport, keep going in this direction, they're going to blow past everything. Mark my words. I'm telling you. Remember what people said when the UFC first came out. Everyone thought it was crazy locking people in a cage and doing what they were doing to each other. They evolved. They perfected it. Works great. Now, Feldman.
Yes.
Okay. I'm starting to learn more about the guy. Never met him. Never spoke to him. I think we're going to have to drag the guy on. I'm starting to understand. I think he's just dry. Like, at first, I was like, this guy's like a used car salesman. He's kind of
At first,
bland.
I thought he was trying to impersonate Dana White a little too much. But then the more I started, paying attention to him, I think he's just one of those guys who just keeps his head down and keeps moving forward.
Something is weird about him, but I think he's starting to loosen up a little bit more. And if he kind of lets himself go a little bit, maybe he can do something with this. He's done something great already.
He's got to make a character of himself.
But yeah, I'm curious. Or, does he hire someone? Does he hire a big personality to be the face of this thing? Or maybe he can't put his pride aside. Maybe he has to be the face of it. But what does he do? Like, Dana White is a perfect fit. He had the Fertitta brothers, and
yeah.
Dana White he's the guy,
but
right?
You know what? Dana White's he's got it. Like, a lot of people don't have it, right? And by it, I mean the headstrong, macho presidential type that can also, like, crack a joke here and there, but is very, like, straightforward. He just tells you how it is. No fucks given.
It took time to develop. I mean, he's always been a cursing kind of.
He's always been edgy.
But you notice, like, him, skinny Dana White from back in the day, who did curse and say things a little outside the box, to now he perfected this personality. Yeah. And now, honestly, he's the perfect promoter right now.
Yeah,
really
100%. Yeah, there's no competing with Dana White, but you can come close. And I think David Feldman has a chance to come close. He's just, there's work that needs to be done for sure.
West Coast Cali saying Dana White is a true fight fan. He is, but you know what? So is David Feldman. Guy was a boxer. He is a legit fight fan as well. You have to be a fight fan, so that's incredibly important. I'm curious to see how David Feldman evolves.
Yeah,
or
me too.
does he put someone else in place to
I don't
kind of
think
be
he
a
does.
bigger personality?
Something tells me that this guy is a big fan of the camera.
He likes to,
You know,
fair enough.
he just tries to act humble about it, but I think he does enjoy seeing his face on air. So.
All right. We'll be calling Felony very soon. Let's get into another story over here. But before we do that, Jesse, do you want to see Tyson versus
Holyfield?
Holyfield 3?
Yes, but yes. So I do. It just is unfortunate because the way I watched the first... Well, actually, I don't even think I watched...
You just saw the ear.
Yeah, I just watched the ear. So I would have to go back and watch it as a casual boxing fan who doesn't really know much about either of them. So it's going to be a little bit of a different experience for me, but I don't see why I wouldn't find some kind of enjoyment in it.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I would like to see it, yes. Honestly, I'm down for like one more fight with Tyson. I'm kind of down. Like, I'm cool if he stopped after that last one. You know, I'm cool. Like, I saw what I had to see. I felt like a big kid. I'm cool with it. I don't want to see him fight Roy Jones again or exhibition match with Roy Jones again because I kind of don't.
I don't even think the Holyfield match should be exhibition. It should be real boxing.
Well, I mean, Holyfield, how old is he now? Did it say in the article? I mean, Holyfield he's pretty long in the tooth as well.
Let's see here. They last met in the ring in June 1997. Whoa, 1990. That's 23 years ago, Moss.
That's right. You were one.
Oh, Lord.
You don't remember it?
All right, let's see how old these guys are. So we know 54 for Mike Tyson, and it looks like they're not including his age in this article.
Well, you can just Google Evander Holyfield.
All right, let me look for you.
The co-main event for this fight, I want Jake Paul versus
58. He's 58.
Dylan Dennis, 58.
Yes.
So 58 versus 54. Well, we'll see. By the time a fight gets put together, it could be 59 versus 55. I want to see Dylan Dennis. I want to see him jump back. I want to see him bite back. Jake Paul, Dylan Dennis. That's what I want to see the undercard. I know it's crazy. YouTube fighting is embarrassment, but you know what? If you're gonna do this, let's do that. What would you like to see as the co-main?
Not Jake Paul.
Well, Jake Paul. Jake Paul versus. I want to see Dylan Dennis. I want to see what he could do.
I want to see Conor versus Pacquiao.
What?
Yeah.
Do you believe that Conor Pacquiao could be a co-main event
for Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield?
Listen, stop it. Just stop it.
Yes, I do.
Stop it.
Conor McGregor's not some boxing legend.
If it was reversed and Conor McGregor was coming out of retirement and fighting, yes, then I would say, okay, Mike Tyson,
technically.
of course. But no, here's the thing. Now, Conor, listen.
He's been on the
Conor
shelf
right now, way higher up than Mike Tyson right now. Now, not as a legend. What I'm saying is pay-per-view buys.
I was like, what?
Money reasons. You know what I'm saying here?
But that
Money
would
reasons.
make for a good selling
It just doesn't
card.
make sense. That doesn't make sense.
I like it. I like
Conor Pacquiao is their
McGregor
own thing.
Pacquiao is a co-main event.
Conor Pacquiao,
And
you don't have to have
Holyfield.
you don't have to have any other fight. You could just put a bunch of lame old scrubs and just let them fight, and everyone's gonna want to see Conor Pacquiao, right?
I think.
Why would you have to 1-2 punch that?
Because if you think about it, if you can get I feel like if you can get a good MMA legend,
You're ruining two
on
pay-per-views.
the same card as a boxing legend, you got the best of both worlds there. You know, Dylan Dennis isn't an MMA legend.
But you're thinking like the UFC. Hey, let's load up a boxing card with fun fight after fun fight. Boxing doesn't do this.
No, just 2 fights: Conor Pacquiao and Tyson Holyfield.
You're out of your mind.
I think that's great.
The boxing world would never let that happen. They would never do it.
Of course they would. They sell out for
Why
anything.
would you smush 2 pay-per-views in one?
I think it's
You could
fantastic.
make 2 paydays
Because they
but
can
smush them into one.
Because they could make twice the amount of pay-per-view buys.
Oh my God. Come on, you're trolling right now.
It's great. I love it.
Yeah, as a fan, everyone would love to see it. Yeah, let's
Well,
do
you
that.
asked me what
and
I
you know
wanted to
what?
see. That's my
How about
answer.
this? All right, now let's talk real for a second here.
Okay.
Ready? Okay, here we go. Tyson versus Holyfield, the main event. Okay.
Yes?
Co-main event, Jake Paul,
Ugh.
Dylan Dennis.
No.
Not done. The third fight from the top. Ready for this? Roy Jones Jr. versus Anderson Silva.
Nah.
It all
I like
makes
Conor
sense.
Pacquiao.
It all
I
makes
like-
sense. It all makes sense. That's the way to go. You know they're not going to do that. You're thinking like unicorns and fucking Pegasus.
You said what would you like to see, not what
Let's
realistically
talk realistic
would
for
they
a second.
put it together.
Think about what I said here. Those 3 fights, it makes so much sense. You got old guys, right? With Silva versus Roy Jones, who they've been barking back and forth before, right? They're way out of their primes, but still, you get Anderson Silva the payday, right? You let him box him, exhibition. And then if it's a lackluster fight, you got Jake Paul's circus versus Dylan Danis. Then after that retard high fades, you go back to the Mike Tyson situation. It lowers you right down. It's a beautiful up and down flow.
Wonderful, wonderful.
Well, these circus boxing events are here to stay. Snoop Dogg and a very wealthy guy starting a Fight Club boxing company.
Oh, man. Who wouldn't watch it, right? Who wouldn't watch that? Is that for sure? Snoop Dogg's doing that? Snoop's a smart dude, man. He's a good businessman. He may come across as a complete loon, but he drops it like it's hot. Okay, anyway, let's squeeze one more story and we'll get Felony in. Felony Charles Bennett fighting bare knuckle 15 next Friday.
Did you hear that a crazed fan swung at Mike Tyson after his fight?
What's the deal? You hear this all the time with fight fans.
Yeah.
That they get a little sauced up and they decide, hey, I'm gonna try to fight this guy. That this is his job. That's like someone trying to make a joke to me. And my job includes a microphone and incredible wit. Like, could you imagine? Like someone trying to outwit me. I'm the guy with the show. How the hell are you gonna outwit me? I have the show.
Yeah.
Fighters, right?
Yeah.
They fight for a living. It's their job. That's what they do.
According to Adam Gillen, or Guillen, or however you pronounce his name, of MMA Mania, shortly after he fought to draw against Roy Jones Jr., Tyson was nearly involved in another scrap. According to TMZ Sports, Iron Mike was signing autographs for fans outside of Staples Center in Los Angeles when he was approached by an overzealous fan. After exchanging jokes with the fan about how a fight between the two would play out, the man reportedly took a swing at Tyson. Per the report, the man then reached into his waistband before Tyson's security team intervened to defuse the situation. Local authorities were eventually called to the scene, but by the time they arrived, all parties involved had gone their separate ways and no official report was taken. According to people in Tyson's camp, the same person previously attended one of the former heavyweight champ's autograph signings and proceeded to start trouble there too. To what extent, though, is unknown. Now, if you missed the little Easter egg in that article, Moss.
It was Artem Lobov.
After he took the swing, he reached for his waistband. What do you think he was reaching for, Moss? He's already started shit with this guy before. He comes back to another autograph signing.
I'm thinking this. I told you there are sometimes I get boners, right? And I tuck my boner into my waistband, okay? I do this just in case, like, because you don't want your pants to point forward. You don't want the tent out in the middle of the day. It just gets weird, right? So if you get a spontaneous boner, he might have seen Mike Tyson, had a spontaneous boner, and his dick was slipping out of his waistband. He might have tried to pull the head back into the waistband, Jesse. That's what I'm thinking. Why? What do you think?
So, all right, that was funny, Moss. Haha. This guy has done this before. So why hasn't Mike Tyson's team taken any initiative to move this guy along? Like, he's come to autograph signings before, started shit with Tyson, comes back to this one, starts joking around about getting in a fight with Tyson, then tries to swing at the guy. Like, how come Tyson's security team, the moment they see him, gets him out of the area or out of the situation before it turns into anything? Like, they know this guy is a problem.
Yeah, but listen, it's not the Secret Service.
It doesn't matter.
It's
you
Mike
see
Tyson.
Him, get rid of him.
Yeah, but how do you know? Like, think about it.
Know?
Mike Tyson
it's
has
not hard to forget
he's got a gazillion fans, right? There's not like a no-fly list that they have in their pocket. Like, we'll look out for these guys.
Same guy, and Christopher Smith just said it. It's clearly a stalker.
Yeah, now that's a second offense. Yeah, now you're gonna have to do something.
Yeah, like, this guy's gonna come back and do it again.
What are you gonna do? He's not the president. You know, he's Mike Tyson. He's got security.
He should be treated like the president.
Well, like, what are you gonna do? So the guy's dick was falling out of his pants.
He's a better security team, Moss.
It's a scary world that we live in. That lunatics are out there. Thankfully, Jesse has me, who is a very manly human being that can protect her from these crazies. Mike Tyson. Could you imagine if Mike Tyson got his hands on this guy? The guy would have died.
Not if this guy. What?
What's that? Mike Tyson could catch a bullet with his teeth.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson could rip a dick off a man's body and beat him with
teeth?
it. Yes. Mike Tyson could
Yeah.
do these things. To me, Mike Tyson is bulletproof. Mike Tyson is a god. And I feel that this man, his life is saved because Mike Tyson didn't have a chance to grab him. But would have been over.
Okay. Well, there you have it, Moss.
Squeeze one more in. We got 4 minutes till felony time.
So my prediction was right.
Yes.
Khabib doubles down on his retirement and launches the Eagle Fighting Championship on Fight Pass.
Hold on a second here.
What
Where's
did I
his
say?
face?
What did I say? I said it was gonna be like CES, and he was gonna create a promotion that feeds out of Fight Pass, just like CES does, feeds the UFC, Russian, pro fighters who show a lot of promise. And I put money on the fact that when he sits down with Dana White, this is going to be what that meeting is about. Everyone thinks the meeting with Dana White is going to be about Khabib coming back. That's not what it's about. It's about what the game plan is for Khabib Nurmagomedov's newest fighting championship on Fight Pass that will feed the UFC what they want. According to Jesse Holland of MMA Mania, UFC lightweight champ Khabib Nurmagomedov held a media press conference on Wednesday in Russia to launch Eagle Fighting Championship, or the EFC, his own MMA promotion that will air on Fight Pass. Not surprisingly, reporters were quick to grill Nurmagomedov on his future plans. The Eagle retired from competition following his UFC 254 submission win over Justin Gaethje back in October, but promotion president Dana White is convinced the pound-for-pound great will try. Here's a snip from the TASS reporter. Nurmagomedov insists that only his mother's blessing will permit him to return. McGregor will rematch Poirier at UFC 257. And Khabib also added to that he has no interest in fighting Conor McGregor, Dustin Poirier, Tony Ferguson, Justin Gaethje again, Michael Chandler, or anybody else in the lightweight division.
Okay. So, I was thinking as you were talking about the story. I really believe Khabib's coming out for 30-0.
What part of that did you not understand?
And this is why I'm going to say this. He's going to sit down with Dana White. Now, we've found out that this league is not going to be a competitive league with the UFC. In fact, it's going to grow talent in this league, and then they could feed the UFC. They'll work hand in hand.
Exactly.
What better way to kick off a promotion than to have Khabib headline it?
Moss, it's a little bit of a stretch. I literally just read for the millionth time about how Khabib is not coming back, and you're still so fucking high on this shit. Like, it's almost like stupidity now. Like,
Dana
you
White's
almost
going to sit down.
ignorant.
Dana White's going to sit down with Khabib and say, let's work together. Let's work on a plan here. I'll support your league.
I'm not even going to engage in this conversation
Hold
because
on.
it's actually like really annoying that you just keep saying the stupid shit over and over
No,
again.
this is completely a new theory.
It's not even new. It's the same shit.
What are you getting mad for? What the?
Because it's annoying. Like, it's just annoying. Like, he's
Hold
not
on.
fucking coming back. It's
My
just not
job,
happening.
hold on. My job is to make mystical predictions that people aren't thinking about, right?
Moss, nobody's thinking about
Khabib Nurmagomedov headlining his own promotion, but Dana White it's part with the UFC. Like, it works together. It's on Fight Pass. So why not go for 30-0? Why not fight GSP at this new promotion? Because honestly, there might not be that weight. Maybe
Wrong,
there'll
bully
be
pulpit. He didn't say just in the lightweight division. He said he has nothing else to prove in MMA.
Okay.
Exactly what he said.
I've heard it over and over again from fighters that are done. I've heard it. So therefore, I still believe that he can come back because a lot of these people that said they're done, they've come back. A lot of people, more people that said they're done with the sport have come back than said they're done with the sport and just leave. The percentages say they come back. Khabib is 32 years old, in his prime, with Ali Abdelaziz as his manager, with Dana White ready to sit down with him and talk some bucks. This could be like a cross-promotion thing to get his league started, right? Why not? Why not do something like this?
Moss, you sound so fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm not even going to engage in this conversation, to be honest. Like, I'm so tired of it. It's not happening.
If
It's just not
Khabib
happening.
were to fight a GSP, why not fight at a novelty weight in his new promotion? Why not go for 30-0 against the greatest of all time to catapult his league?
Okay, Moss.
What do you think in the chat? We'll get Felony in a second.
Because he's busy, he has sheep now. Khabib said his legacy isn't complete until he fights Tony. Well, that wasn't, that was a complete lie then, because he doesn't need to fight Tony. Hit that like, everyone. Thank you. This is Uncle Sheps. The end with the wonderful, wonderful. And why Bobby Khabib's dad had 2 wives, by the way. Uncle Shep, cursed fight will never happen. Maybe Connor someday, but never Tony. J-Tards Unite. What's up, MMA Superfan? I'm with Jesse, says Cedric. Because he's retired, says Khabib time. Tuck in that fear boner, says Blue Couture.
Because he's retired. Okay. And Santa Claus is real. All right, here we go. Let's get Felony. And by the way, I just saw the screenshot that Felony took. We should put this up on our Instagram. Felony snapped a shot of us together. Look, that's right when we were leaving New York.
That's a very appealing photo, Mom.
Okay, let's get Felony. Say, we want Felony in the chat. Let's get him in here. Let's get him on the horn. We miss Felony Charles Bennett.
Why is the camera there?
Don't worry, Jesse. You just. I'm the tech guy. I'm the tech guy.
That looks so
I am the
bad.
tech guy. I'm the tech guy.
Why would you do that? Should have just kept it like that.
You have no idea what I'm doing, correct?
Why would you do that?
What is going on? I'm calling up Felony. Okay, we're going to get Felony on the horn over here. We're going to talk about his big fight Friday night, and he's offline. Everyone say Felony in the chat. If you call his name, he will show. Say Felony, 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 pussy hair lover, pussy hair lover, pussy hair. So that screen is not what he sees. I'm going to switch scenes, and he's going to see everything. So everything that's on the show, he sees. Got it? I'm 3 steps ahead of the game. We'll give him another call here. Listen, maybe he's getting slinging some puss. Let's get Felony on the horn. Come on. If you say his name, he will show. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, I see something over here. I see something. It's red. There's red. It looks very nice. That's nice.
How are you niggas doing?
Felony, what's up, man? How you doing?
Oh man, I can't even lie, ladies and gentlemen. I totally forgot about you niggas.
You forgot about us?
Yeah, I did. I honestly did. We got
How
98%.
dare you?
We good.
That's all right. Well, at least, hey, you picked up. That was very nice. Where are you right now?
I'm in my hotel room.
Ooh, you have any bitches in there or what?
Any what?
Any nice young ladies there?
Oh, I thought you said bitches. Jesse, you gonna let him talk like that?
There's no controlling him.
No control.
Hey, girl, you're glowing. I see it.
Thanks.
Look at that. He would know. Felony would know. Oh, there you go. So what's up with the red lights? What's this about?
Oh man, we're in the laboratory right now, my nigga. We're in the laboratory right now. So, damn, I can't even lie, man. I've been forgetting about all these goddamn interviews today and shit.
Well, listen,
motherfucker hit me on the day, right? He paid me $150. I was 2 hours late, nigger. Didn't know what I was gonna do.
Oh man.
Oh, man, I got a fucking eye. God damn it. Yeah, that's what happened. But I missed it, bro.
Yeah,
For a
listen.
second.
We haven't.
Motherfucker.
Okay, fix yourself up. There we go. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, hey, sexy. Take that off. Look at him go.
Yeah, you see that shit.
Hold on. Let me pull my pants down. Hold on a second. There he is. Look at you.
Yeah.
Always looking good, man. Look at you. Jesse's soaked right now.
Stuck to the chair.
And so am I.
Yeah, that baby.
Yeah. Could you believe that? Oh, what do I do now? Do you have any fatherly advice to give me?
Hey, just be a good dad, man.
Hmm.
You have a baby. How many kids you have, Chris?
I have none.
12?
Yeah, 11. No, I have none.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, man.
So no babies?
No babies.
And Jesse's got 2 babies already?
Yeah,
you
one.
gotta-
One me, and the rest of the audience.
Oh, but that's good, man. So you guys ain't got no babies, man. No babies outside the baby you have right now.
Nope, that's it. I don't know what to do. I'm a little nervous. I got to say, May is when the baby comes.
Well, Jesse, don't marry him yet.
Okay.
That's right.
I'll keep that in mind.
You know, I never asked you this. Have you ever been married?
Yeah.
Really? Tell us this story.
I've been married to the game, nigga. I went to prison. I got a divorce.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
For me.
I got to give you a proper introduction here. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Felony Charles Bennett, who is fighting at Bare Knuckle FC 15 next Friday. We like to have a nice little conversation. Felony's got you got the training camp situation going on there. The smokes. What are you smoking on?
Some dope.
You don't say. Oh, it's nice. Whoa, let it out. Okay, that's good.
Is that an orange on your bed? Why do you have an orange on your bed?
Wait, what's the deal with the orange? Wait, let him let it out.
Say what?
He's got an orange on his bed.
Yeah, man.
Why do you have an orange?
Goddamn orange sleep with me, bro.
You sleep. It's your good luck orange?
Yeah, not no good luck, nigga. It's just this is my girlfriend.
She's beautiful. She is beautiful, man. How long you guys been dating?
The hell out your dick. I say this bitch will burn the hell out your dick. This hoe will burn the.
How long have you two been dating?
Oh, about 2 months now.
Oh. So, all right, so you're still new into the relationship. That's fine.
Yeah.
So I've been doing a lot of thinking. I don't think very much, but I was thinking about this. You got this fight coming up, right? And I watched this. You all right, man?
Yeah, man, I'm over here.
All right, I just want to make sure you're okay, man. I worry about you sometimes.
Okay.
All right. So did you watch that Palomino fight versus Jim Allers? Did you watch that thing?
Nah, I didn't.
But did you hear the outcome where Jim Allers suffers his first loss in bare knuckle, gets knocked out, got beat up pretty bad by this Palomino fella, the champ?
Yeah, I fought Palomino one time before in my past days, and I got knocked out by Palomino too.
Okay, so now this happens. Palomino's what? He's like in his mid-40s. He's still doing his thing over here. Are we looking at revenge? Is this the path you're going in, or are you just looking for paychecks?
Nah, we're gonna probably see Palomino again. You know, gonna see that baboon motherfucker again.
Well, in this shape, you should be doing well.
Fucking drugs, man.
Yeah, don't do drugs, kids.
Look at the orange.
That's adorable, man. It looks like a tumor. Yeah, so anyway, listen. So I was just thinking about this. I'm like, this guy is Palomino. He's like in his mid-40s here. He still looks great. Here you are. You're 41 years old. You are shredded. Look fantastic. And then they throw a porn star after you, at you. Like, what's that about?
Oh, I guess they want me to fuck some of his bitches. Because he's not going to be able to fuck him after I beat him up, you know? So I'll handle that for him.
I was doing a little research, right? I was listening to your interview. Fantastic job with bare knuckle. Very funny. I was laughing my ass off. And they kept on... They were sucking that guy's dick. Let's be honest. They were really sucking this guy off. No, they weren't giving you the respect you deserved.
Yeah, they were. They were not. But
No.
You know what? It's okay, though. Because I was damn sure throwing my jabs, man. And no shout out to that nigger David Fieldman. Because he didn't pay me the $750. I told my nigga Jason about it, you know. I was like, yeah, man, I think he should. And Jason was like, oh, you know, Jason's super rich too. He's like, oh, nigga, fuck that. Nigga, don't show no weakness. Don't let this motherfucker think he got the fucking weather over you about $750.
Wait,
And I was
so
like, yeah, Jay. Yeah, it's just the principle, Jay. It's the fucking principle. I know this fucker was talking shit about me. Oh, yeah. Felony. I fucking hate dealing with this nigga. I bet he doesn't even be on time. And it wasn't me that was late. Goddamn whitey porn star turnaround Gstring. So, you know, just saying, man, motherfuckers they never want to pay the nigga what he's worth.
So, all right, hold on. Let me back up a second here. So you're saying that he owes you money? David Feldman owes you money?
Yeah, he owed me $6,000 after I knocked this nigga out.
So what are? Well, of course that's gonna happen here. We believe in you here on the MMA Holes. But
All you white people are fucking same, Chris.
I know.
You just be trying to start some shit. So what are you saying? Dave Fieldman owing you some money? And what I'm saying is, Dave Fieldman's gonna pay me $6,000 for knocking old turnaround Gstring out,
Mhm.
and then if I get those $6,000, I'm gonna turn around and be like, "Hey, Dave, remember that one time at band camp, nigga? I was at work on time, and then your Playboy buddy was out chasing goose eggs or whatever. I don't know what he was doing, but I was there. I could have been, watching porn or some shit for that time. I sat on there 48 minutes with those niggas, and then he came. And then we only talked for 5 minutes. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Y'all just got, fuck this shit, man. I could have did this shit on my YouTube.
That's right.
I say what's up to my boo, Orange.
Will you be walking out with the orange on Friday?
Probably not.
No. It's going to be over by then. Here's another question. Will you be bringing your YouTube channel along the path into the ring in bare knuckle?
Man, the YouTube is most definitely got to go. I got to have those people tell those people, and I'm going to be like, hey, make sure you niggas subscribe now, because you niggas just watch it for free and not subscribing. Because them niggas don't be want to donate no money. Like, I'm some fucking foster-ass nigga. Yeah, bitch, I'm homeless and sleeping in the backseat of my car. That's why we cry for money, motherfucker. You guys should want to see me out the hotel room and in a nice house that you motherfuckers paid for, and I never give you the address or key to.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're live with Felony Charles Bennett. It's always a pleasure to have Felony on. We've been holding off on a lot of interviews. I just want to interview you, man. You're the best. You're like my favorite guest.
Quit fucking blowing smoke up my ass, Chris.
All right. I really don't like you, to be honest with you, but it's all right. I like the orange. Can you just leave the orange on? Can I interview the orange now?
Get closer, bitch.
So, Orange, how big is his dick? No. Yeah.
What about the guy yesterday? Oh man, that was like, I don't know what was he thinking? It's like, oh, so you've had a threesome? I know I'm gonna see him at the fight. It's gonna be crazy. Like, hey man, remember you asked me about that threesome?
Is there gonna be a crowd for this event?
And then you asked, where did that jizzle at?
What the fuck?
Exactly. Jess, you know what's going on right now?
Oh, God. I never know what's going on.
Jesse's going to have the baby. She's going to give birth right now from this conversation. All right. So, listen, is there going to be a crowd at this event? What's going on? It's in Mississippi, correct?
Yes, it's in Biloxi, Mississippi.
Mm-hmm. Will you be tipping any cows after the event?
Well, I'm not into, big girls, so probably not.
What is the plan here? When are you arriving over there?
I'll be there Wednesday. I'm supposed to show up Wednesday and check into my hotel room. And then Friday, I should be kicking ass. And then Saturday, Friday, I'm going to go live. So I'm going to have to end that live and then go back live and be like, hey, so what do you guys think of that performance? Was I moving like a fucking bumblebee, or was I moving like a fucking stingray? I don't know.
A stingray?
What? What's the difference?
Wait, there's a big difference. What is better? A stingray better than a bumblebee, correct?
Yeah, I would say so.
Oh, God.
I would say so. Steve Irwin died from a stingray, right? Right through the heart. Yeah.
Fuck that, nigga. The bumblebee.
Oh.
Fucking the stingray swims in water.
Oh.
The bumblebee could swim in water and land.
That's a good point. That's a very good point.
I don't know if that's true, so don't quote me on that.
I'm just going to agree with you. I don't know.
Did you get into, did anybody say anything to you when you walked out with the live stream in your hands the last time you were fighting? Did anybody, tell you couldn't do that or anything?
No one said anything to me. I doubt if those niggers even knew what I was doing. You know what I mean?
You walked out with your pants by your ankles.
Yeah. Can we expect something like that again?
I don't know what, but you know what? I'm just gonna be normal, man. I think of shit on the fly. It's just like, oh shit, what can I get away with and not get in trouble for?
Yeah.
So yeah, if I could actually walk out butt ass naked and I get a pro for it, I'd be like, hey, little dick on the scene.
Be careful because that turnaround Gstring guy, he might get a little excited if you do that. So you might not want to.
That's crazy though, right? So one time at band camp, I was on my Instagram and I went on ahead and made it private, because I wanted to see who likes me and who doesn't. That's just me, So sometimes I get a little lonely.
Mm-hmm.
So I set the bitch private so I can see who likes me. I had like 1,000 people, and then in 1,000, there was this one guy. And I was like, oh shit. So I go through his page, right? And I'm fucking looking at all of his pictures. You hear what I'm saying, Chris?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hear.
Pictures on him. And I like a lot of them, right? I like a lot of them. But then as, I'm going through this nigga's pictures and shit, I see that, he's got a lot of them with his shirt off. And then I start seeing other guys. And some guys looking like, they're posing in a fucking really, not so manly manner, So what do? Take offense. Oh shit. I don't want this guy to think that I'm liking him because, So I go back and I unlike all the pictures that I like with his shirt off. You know what I mean? Because I got a fucking 8-pack, you know what I'm saying? Fuck your 6-pack and your little 4-packs, man. I got an 8-pack. And I'm not impressed,
Yes.
So my thing of it was, I just went back and unliked that nigga shit, bro, because I don't want that nigga think that I'm, because the nigga do gay porn, And I'm like, hey, no, nigga, I ain't into that shit.
Oh,
Fuck.
my God.
So, yeah.
Gay for hey, wait, hold up, nigga. Can't sell myself that short.
This gentleman that you're fighting, turnaround G-string, I was like, when was the last time this guy fought? I saw he's 13-5. I saw that it was like 2016. I'm like, what has he been doing? And I went down the rabbit hole a little bit, and I was like, okay, I'm out of the hole. I want to leave this hole immediately. He's a porn star, right? I mean, is he a gay porn star, or what kind of porn star are we talking?
I don't know, man. I might need to go check.
Yeah.
Those niggas telling me about him, on Instagram. I mean, on that thing yesterday. They said he's a porn star. And then they say, have you been on his Twitter porn? And I was like, nah, bro. And then they was like, are you gonna go on his Twitter porn? And I was like, I hope you guys don't tag me in anything on his Twitter porn. Because I don't care. But now it's like, you might want to go see if that nigga's, playing with the little, playing with the brown rounds, you know what I'm saying?
You got to find out. Yeah, that's something we need to know. So now you fought for a company that was a porn company in Cam Soda, which was great. That was, I mean, the outcome wasn't great, but the actual promotion was a lot of fun to watch. And now you're fighting a porn star. Is this the first ever porn star you've ever fought?
Yeah, I can say it probably is. But you gotta think though, man. Like, how tough is this guy? He's a fucking porn star, bro. Like, and let's be honest, you've never been hit by a guy like that. If you don't believe it, ask Bedwetter.
Yeah. So here's another thing. Your hands have been the storyline for your bare knuckle career. Unfortunately, they failed you. You've never been beaten, if you really think about it. You've never been beaten in bare knuckle. Your hands defeated you, right? In this fight, will the hands hold up?
I think they sure will. Yes, Chris, I do. The other day, probably last week, I was in the gym training, right? And I was hitting mitts. And then I come to the conclusion, like, oh, shit, nigga. I get tired, nigga. And then everything is just like, get out of here. So I come to that.
Is that exactly what you did?
Yeah. So when you get tired, you know what I'm saying? When you get tired, you just got to relax. You got to relax even more. Like, oh, nigga, I've been here before. My bitch moving. Where you going at, baby?
Trying to, yeah.
Yeah, with daddy.
That's cute, man. I feel like I'm getting to know you even better now that you've brought your significant other onto the show. This is actually, it's very nice, right?
Yes.
It's like a double date right now, right?
Do you guys do pillow talk?
Yeah, we always do,
Yeah.
This is nice.
I got to wash her every now and then. Hit the floor. She can't wash herself, so.
Yeah.
I've seen you've been training pretty hard for this thing. I've seen. It looks like you're taking this pretty serious this time, huh?
Oh, this fight, yeah, because you know, I really want to just, you know, I don't know, but yeah, I think my cardio is what's gonna keep my hands in this fight though, because I'm not gonna be throwing fucking wild ass punches when I get tired, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be throwing fucking great body shots, you know, get the fuck out of the way. Oh shit, nigga, you missed by a few seconds, and then you know. I got this one thing I call the drop step. So it's like, you know, you jump and then you go in. He's not going to see it coming.
Man, I am going to be, I don't know, I think I might be one of your biggest fans right now. I'm a fanboy when you fight. I enjoy watching it. I watch with no pants on. We're going to be reacting to it on Friday. We're going to be all fired up over here. And I can't wait to see you step inside those ropes. Jess, how excited are you about this?
Do your glasses fog up when you wear a mask out in public?
Great question.
Oh, that's interesting. Because you know what? I'm a rebel nigga. I don't wear a fucking mask in public. I don't even wear a fucking mask.
Do they test you for COVID?
What?
Do they test you for COVID at BKFC?
Black people don't get COVID. What?
Yeah, niggers don't get COVID. That is correct.
Like, what
No, I'm
kind of
serious.
stupid question was that?
I'm serious. Do they test you at the organization or no?
Yeah, they tested me at the other one. We are yet to get tested for this one.
So Wednesday, I'm assuming, what's the process? You're gonna arrive, they're gonna shove the Q-tip in your nose or what?
Yeah, they're probably gonna do all that shit, and then I'm gonna be live on my YouTube so they can see all this crazy shit that a broke MMA fighter goes through, and these niggas don't want to donate no money because they think I'm rich.
Well, let me just give you a shout out here. Felony Charles Bennett has a YouTube channel. Just search Felony Charles Bennett. You can see it on our favorite channels over there on the MMA Holes. Go follow him. Let me know with the ones in the chat if you're following Felony Charles Bennett. If you're not, I want you to leave right now and unsubscribe to us. We want everyone in this chat to be subscribed to Felony Charles Bennett. I'm going to take that orange.
And on a side note,
yeah.
Man, fuck y'all. Y'all don't got to unsubscribe to these niggas. I fucks with these niggas. Oh. So y'all stay subscribed. And if y'all ain't got no money, ain't no need to coming on my channel anyway.
That's a good, you know what? Yeah, if you don't have any money, get off my channel as well. That's right, Felony. They got to pay, you know, right? They got to pay to play.
Yeah, shit, nigga. We about to have a newborn.
Yeah, man. This girl's got to eat. The baby's got to eat. Come on. What are we doing here?
We talking about eat good shit, like, you know what I'm saying, snow crab legs. We're not talking about the little cheap ones. We're talking about king snow crab legs, nigga. The big ones, you know. Squeeze them bitches with thorns, poke you in the hand and shit. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. You know, I got some serious questions for you right now. I'm going to ask them. What's your favorite movie of all time? You had to pick one movie that you could watch.
Norbit. Yeah, Norbit. I am offended.
Norbit?
You know?
What's Norbit?
He's like, but you're. He's like, yeah, because I'm a power tap guru. All you gotta say is power tap guru, and bang. Hey, Jesse, let me be your power tap guru. You're pregnant now, so you can't get re-pregnant.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
We don't have to tell Chris about this.
Your orange is sitting right there.
Yeah, you're seriously. Put earmuffs on the orange, for God's sakes.
That hoe can't hear.
If my kid comes out black, I'm going to hunt you down, Felony. I don't care how much of a fighter you are. I'm going to do something. I'm going to run you over.
Well, okay. So I'll accept that. If the kid comes out black, damn.
Yeah, what do we do? What do I do then?
Jesse, I don't know what lie you can tell, but you know, the kid comes out black. I ain't the pappy.
Damn it! Oh my God, this is terrible.
I am not the pappy. I am not the pappy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the pappy.
Okay,
hey, how many months are you, Jesse?
I just hit 5 months today.
Oh shit.
Yeah, we got 4 months to go.
So, Chris, do you be rubbing her stomach and talking to the baby?
The baby kicked my hand for the first time. I fucking kicked it back. I kicked it back, Felony. I didn't take that.
Fucking text me and you be poking me in the middle of the night, nigga. I know.
I thought it was rude.
Yeah, that's what the baby says, you know. I'm just saying.
I got a couple of donations over here. Hold on 1 second. This is actually before you came on, but maybe you can answer this.
Wonderful.
This is from a Brett Baratheon. Let's see.
Who cares about Khabib? Nobody care about him. If Conor was sober, we wouldn't even be having this talk. Dude had a padded Russian fake record. Like Jorge Masvidal says, he's a crotch sniffer. Boo.
Do you agree with this?
I don't know who the fuck are they talking about.
They're talking Khabib. Khabib Nurmagomedov.
Well, why are these niggas talking shit about Khabib?
I don't know, Felony. It's ridiculous.
Well, Khabib is 30-0, motherfuckers.
Oh, stop it.
You think he's gonna come back for one more fight?
Yeah, Khabib's gonna come back and fuck up whoever he's gonna fuck up.
He's not coming back.
I agree. See, I'm with him. She says no.
Okay, well, Jesse, if he comes back, I just want to put it in one time, but you can't tell Chris.
Okay.
Okay. We have another donation over here. Let's let this one fly real quick. Oh my God, it's Pervert Cameraman.
Hey, I can see your underwear. Put your boobies in the air, flapping like I just don't care. Can I lick your pubic hair? Snap a picture, time to share. Took my meat vision impaired. Twisted mind, I need a prayer. Pervert cameraman, beware. Pervert cameraman, show them tits. Pervert cameraman, $10 tip.
We're having a party tonight. Oh my God.
Pervert cameraman, show them breasts. Movies.
Okay, it's from D-Rest.
Felony is an MMA Holes. This is for Felony.
Oh.
Felony. You just got $10.
We're sending you $10. How you feel about that?
What happened, nigga? I didn't hear it.
D-Rest says Felony is an MMA hole. This is for Felony, and he donated $10.
We're gonna cut the check. How's that feel?
Oh, man, that's wonderful. You guys are so nice, man. And I know YouTube take their 30%. You know what I'm saying? So just send me $8.
No, we'll send you 10. We got you.
You got $10. That's the least we could do. Oh man. So, oh man, this is great having you back on. There's so many things I want to talk about, Jesse. You know, we haven't seen Felony here in forever, and here you are. It's exciting. I have to ask you this question. We have been blown off by many fighters when it comes to giving us a shout out after the fight. It's getting to the point where it's getting ridiculous. William Knight gets into the UFC, has a big win. He guarantees to our community that he's going to shout out the MMA Holes. Nothing. Devin Clark, nothing. He says they promised the community that they'll shout out the MMA Holes. Felony, when you knock out this porn star, will you give us a shout out, please?
Yeah. Chris, you don't have to cry. I got you. As I pat the back of the phone, I got you.
Oh, man. I believe in you. You'll be the first one to go out there and really give us the proper due. Are you jerking off right now? What's happening?
Patting you on the back, bitch.
Oh, thank you. They're saying please in the chat. They want this shout out, but everyone has been dogging us, man. They're guaranteeing, then they fail into the pressure.
Man of my word, Chris. I'm a man of my word. You know what I'm saying? I got you though, my nigga. You know what I'm saying?
That's very good.
You know when I give you this shout out, you know what I'm saying? This is gonna be international forever and ever. I'm not saying you owe me any money for it. You gotta give me no money, my nigga. But I'm just saying, you're gonna be a fucking superstar. Real fucking rock. Okay?
Yes. Dude, I'm pumped up. This is exciting. I appreciate this. This means a lot. You know, I keep on having these visions that you are going to go ballistic again. You're going to fucking bounce off the things. You're going to jump off the ropes and do flips. Are you going to do that on Friday?
Listen, bro, they're not paying for none of that, bro.
No.
They're not paying for no that kind of entertainment. The reason why I do it now because it's on my YouTube channel and I might make $1 or $2, but I'm cool with that, you know. But if these organizations ain't gonna pay me to be me, nigga, fuck that, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, everybody else getting paid to do what I was doing, and just like yesterday, I really didn't want to fucking sit on this fucking shit, nigga, for a fucking hour, nigga. I could have been watching fucking skip the game, Pornhub shit, and smoking dope. Sitting on fucking the internet a whole hour waiting on goddamn porn star to end the set. Nigga was on the set.
It's a tough life. Did you see Izzy Adesanya when he won against Paulo Costa, how he humped Paulo Costa? Would you think about humping Mr. Gstring after you knock him out?
Yeah, I can assure you I will not be humping another guy. Something I'm not into.
All right, I had to ask. I was curious. What do you think? Is Israel Adesanya homosexual?
I don't know, man, because if you're going to hump another guy, unnecessary. I mean, and then again, I don't think he is,
Mm-hmm.
You hump that guy, you just show dominance. And that's what the dogs do in doggy world.
Yes.
They hump other dogs just to show, motherfucker, I'm bigger. I'm better. Yeah, but I don't know what I'm talking about, though.
That's fair enough. Listen, I love having you on the show. I'm not going to keep you on too long, but I do have to ask you about Mike Tyson coming back in. Guy's 54 years old. I don't know. I don't think you saw it. I think I heard correctly. You did not watch the fight live, correct?
That is correct. I seen the YouTube highlights. That's what I seen. The YouTube highlights.
What were your thoughts on Mike Tyson's performance?
Well, the reason why I didn't watch it is because of the fact that I knew it was going to be a draw. I was saying it on my YouTube channel for like weeks, bro. Like, now I'm not watching the fucking Tyson Jones fight because it's going to be a draw. It's going to be a draw. Hey, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be a draw, so I'm not watching. And then it still happened, and I didn't watch it, and it was a draw.
Yeah.
So I couldn't wait to go back on YouTube and be like, oh, I told you niggers, it was going to be a draw.
Shocker, right? Do you think he should fight again? It seems like he is, and they're talking about like Holyfield 3, like some crazy stuff like that. Are you down with that or no?
Yeah, I just seen that. Not, I don't know though, man. That could be a fight that's possibly, more than an exhibition. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Was he an inspiration to you growing up?
Roy Jones was.
Roy Jones. Okay. Well, actually, I can kind of see that.
Yeah, I was more in the Roy Jones era.
That's interesting.
So, quick hands, movement, body head type shit. That's me. I do it now, I'm body head in the gym, Pep it! I'm out of there, Pep it! You guys gonna see Friday when I hit this one.
I'm
body
looking.
head, my nigga.
Oh, nice. Look at that. That's very nice. There's a lot of them over there. A lot of bumps. It's great.
Yeah. Y'all like that shit, huh?
The orange is very lucky.
I know some of you big, fat, nasty, wish you can have such washable washboard.
What do you think, buddy? What do you think?
From a side profile.
Wait, hold on a second. Hold on. Let me give you a little of this action here. Ready? What do you think of that?
That's nice. And you got a tattoo.
I left it. No, yeah, look at that. Oh, my God.
Yeah. Rub on that motherfucker.
That's right, buddy. Eat your heart out. Eat your heart out, Felony.
Oh, my God.
I've been working on that thing. Anyway, I think,
Hey.
yes.
I'm sitting up here watching South Park, something like watching South Park, but I'm just watching,
I hear you. Listen,
With South Park, man. I was watching.
I'm going to ask you this. What's the outcome? Friday night, we're going to see you go the distance with this man. You're going to knock him out. What's happening?
Yeah, I'm gonna just hang him out until the 5th round, because I want everybody to see my cardio.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just gonna drag him on down to the 5th.
Have you been practicing your cardio on the orange?
I don't know why they keep talking about you, baby. I told them you can't hear, but they still want to invite you. So you say what?
It's beautiful.
She said she's gonna be sucking some dick tonight.
Ooh, wow, that's really nice. Listen, I don't want to ask any more questions because it's a little personal. You guys look like you're really in love, though.
I gotta get some condoms because that whole situation on fire, nigga.
Yeah.
Have you ever fucked a orange, nigga?
Yeah, I don't like to talk about it though. It's not my proudest moments, you know.
Citrus get up in your dick and start, giving you a mollywop up with that motherfucker.
It stings your pee hole.
Yeah, yes, with that acid and that shit. Yeah. So me and her don't really, I do give this whole oral sex though. We always do it oral.
You're the best.
God.
Listen, we're going to let you get some sleep, man. You are the best. You're fighting next Friday, Bare Knuckle FC number 15, December 11th, the co-main event. It should be the main event, for God's sakes. You're going to beat the shit out of this porn star. We can't wait to watch. Jesse, any last questions to the felony?
I can't think of any.
That's it. You're done. Your work is done. Any shout-outs you want to throw out there?
Shout out to Jason Ferguson. Shout out to Bad Apple MMA. Shout out to Felony Charles Bennett. Shout out to the MMA Holes. And shout out to everybody that donates to me on my channel.
Hell yeah. By the way, one more donation coming in. Hold on a second. Oh, he's gone.
Wonderful.
Gone. He's gone.
Bruh, fix your damn glasses.
He's gone. That's it. There he
Wasn't
is.
having it.
That was nice of Felony to come on. So he's been training pretty hard. I've been keeping track on his YouTube channel. Felony Charles Bennett. Go follow him on YouTube. The guy is hilarious. Really, really funny. And listen, we may joke over here on this channel. This guy's got a highlight reel. This guy is a legend of the sport. He's fighting in bare knuckle. The first 2 appearances in bare knuckle, he fought with fucked up hands. Like really messed up hands. If you've seen it before the fight, you'd be like, why is this man fighting? He doesn't care. He doesn't turn it down. Now he's fighting a man that's 29 years old. That's actually a fairly decent boxer in this Tyler Goodjohn. He's he's a guy that bare knuckle apparently is really pushing. They say the British are coming. I don't understand why this poster says the British are coming. Meanwhile, Felony is the legend. Felony's the guy on this card. But they gotta push the young kids out there, I guess. I don't know. So it's going to be a good scrap. Next Friday, we'll be reacting while we'll be doing the fooking off. And it'll be what we'd like to say a wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
All right, chat. What do you think of Felony Charles Bennett's appearance? Are you in? You looking forward to watching him fight? Do you not care? Yeah. He runs real fast. Dude's in great shape right now. He really is. Guy's 41 years old, for God's sakes. Dude has muscles to his teeth. Yeah, the guy's shredded. Felony's in really, really good shape. Looks like he's been taking this one serious, and we'll see what happens. Well, then again, he is smoking, and he's dating an orange. Watching for sure, says Sean Hart. Muscles mean nothing. Well, that's true. He's a freak of nature. I'm in. Felony is the real OG. I'm in Nam saying, won't watch too busy, says Justin. Oh, well, we know your relationship with Felony. He's ripped, brah. I'm in. Felony is a real dog. He really is, man. Listen, the guy's a legend. All right, we're going to move. You look like Felony right now. You look exhausted.
No, you're Felony. I'm the orange.
No, here's my orange. It was a nice, intimate conversation with Felony.
Yes.
Very nice. Nice of him to come on. I'm sure he's been training a lot lately. All right, let's move back into the news. And let's keep the party going. Thank you for the donations. We'll send Felony the $10 from D-Rest. That was wonderful. Wonderful of him.
Wonderful.
And yeah, go support him on his channel. The guy, he's funny. He's a very funny guy with his content. And he'll be bringing you into the event. He's done that before. So definitely check him out.
All right, according to Bloody Elbow, your favorite Moss, Harry Davies says Anthony Pettis fights Alex Morono at UFC's December 19th event. Coming up, Moss. That was the now is the Wonder Boy card.
Mm-hmm.
Pettis will step in the octagon for the 3rd time this December, on December 19th, actually, as the former lightweight champ is set to fight Alex Morono in a welterweight clash. ESPN first reported the news. Though the UFC has yet to confirm the matchup, Pettis has since confirmed the fight on his Instagram account. Pettis is 23-10, picked up his first win in over a year in May when he defeated Donald Cerrone in the rematch at UFC 249. Showtime lost consecutive fights to Diego Ferreira by submission and Nate Diaz by decision before his most recent win. He's 33 years old, made his welterweight return in March of last year, knocking out Stephen Thompson at UFC Nashville.
Okay. Anyone pumped up about the former champ bouncing back in? Let me know in the chat. Move to the next story.
Niko Price has been suspended.
For what?
Yeah, fined for $8,500 for traces of marijuana
Oh my God.
in his system. According to Nolan King of MMA Junkie, UFC welterweight Niko Price is the most recent fighter disciplined by the Nevada Athletic Commission for traces of Mary Jane being found in his system. On Wednesday, Price was handed a 6-month suspension and fined $8,500, prosecution fees of $145.36, and had the result of his UFC Fight Night 178 fight against Donald Cowboy Cerrone overturned from a draw to a no contest. Since the suspension results from his September 19th bout, the duration will be implemented retroactively. Price will be eligible to compete again on March 19th, 2021. The disciplinary action marks the second time Price has been suspended for marijuana. After he knocked out Alex Morano at UFC Fight Night 104 in February 2017, Price tested positive for marijuana again. The Texas Department of Licensing and Regulation, which oversaw the event, suspended Price for 90 days and fined him $1,000. Additionally, his win was overturned to a no contest.
What do you think Felony thinks of this story? Could you imagine?
Yeah, I listen, when are we going to... I get it.
It's like we're stuck in the past here with this marijuana
Well, no,
stuff.
I get it. Like, they don't want you to fight high, you know? Like, and I completely understand that. No fighter should walk into the cage high. But there needs to be a system put in place to kind of let's figure out what are the boundaries, what are the ground rules, because marijuana is such a universally used product now that
It's stupid. It's stupid, but rules are rules, like you said. Rules are rules, and you have to follow the rules. So as dumb as the rules are, if you break them, you have to, pay the price. Enough's enough, though. With this marijuana thing, let's get off this
silly.
thing. Let them smoke the weed. Let them do.
silly.
Look at Felony. Felony's great. He's smoking away,
smokes all the way up until he walks into the cage.
and the guy's got a 12-pack, for God's sakes. Weed gave him a 12-pack. Just come on. What are we doing here? But, Niko, you know the rules. You got to follow the rules, buddy. I don't know what to say, especially if it's your second offense.
Wonderful.
Yo, Joshua, what up? Joshua with the deuce.
This MF Leon was never going to fight Khamzat. Every other fighter who is positive was fine the next week. We are almost 3 weeks out. Even Khamzat is positive and still wants to fight.
Khamzat is not positive.
No, those rumors were fake. But, I mean, I see what he's saying there. Maybe Edwards is ducking him. He's like, yo, let me get the Rona so I don't have to fight the dude. Rub your Rona all over my face. They could still make a fight.
Make a point, but I think the reason why they call it off is because more severe COVID cases can last up to 4 weeks. So I think that's as a just normal precaution. If you got COVID, you're off for the next 4 weeks. I think that's what the UFC's mentality is, or the commission.
Listen, Neal Magny, he's in. He's down to go. That was a fight that they were going to put together anyway. Khamzat's fine. Khamzat, Mr. I want to take any fight, this and that. Fight Neal. I think it should be, on paper, an easier fight for you. And he's up there in the rankings. Fight Neal Magny. Save the year. Save the year. Why are we not doing this? Why are we waiting? Come on. This is what we talked about earlier, and I think we should go with it. I'm still with it. So Neal Magny. Let's see if Neal Magny will get the fight. Probably not. Probably they'll wait. But, yeah, I mean, it seems like Leon Edwards is cursed. No matter what, he's just never going to fight. What's up with this picture, by the way? This is a terrible picture of him.
It's great.
Why would he choose this?
It looks painted, Moss.
Looks like something from Jurassic Park here. Looks like the new dinosaur that they've grown in Jurassic Park. All right. Let's move on to the next story. And, hey, I got to give a thanks. I know it's a tough time. It's the pandemic. The holidays are here. To the people that are donating, thank you very much for your donations. You are wonderful. To our patrons, thank you so much. We don't thank you enough. Thank you so much for supporting us on Patreon. You are wonderful as well. To our members in the chat, thank you so much for supporting us. Each and every one of you that spends any penny towards keeping this show going and flowing, I cannot thank you enough. Thank you so much. If you are not paying anything, that's fine. Hit the like button over here. That helps us out as well. So Samash, 146 watching, 89 likes. That's wrong. This is our second channel, for God's sakes. You know, the least you could do is give us a like. All right, let's move on to another story, Jess.
Okay, according to Damon Martin of MMA Fighting, Fabricio Verdum reveals why he chose to sign with PFL and discusses his place among the all-time best heavyweights. Now, why do you think he did it, Moss?
It just makes sense.
Well,
It's an easy paycheck for him.
According to him, he had a lot of options for his new fighting home after finishing his recent contract with the UFC. The former heavyweight champion talked about possibly going to Bellator for a rematch with Fedor Emelianenko, who he defeated in 2010. Verdum also mentioned interest in adding another heavyweight title to his resume by traveling to Asia for a second fight against one champion, Brandon Vera, who he finished with strikes back in 2008. In the end, though, Verdum didn't take either of those options and instead inked a deal to join the roster at the PFL, where he will compete in the upcoming 2021 season. While there were numerous factors that went into his decision, the 43-year-old veteran says that the PFL ultimately offered him a guarantee that no other promotion could give him.
It's a way better situation for Fabricio than Bellator. Way better.
He says, I looked at the PFL because I know the season has a lot of fights in a year. I like the idea of fighting maybe 4 times a year. PFL gives the opportunity for this. Like one fight, then 6 weeks later, again, 6 weeks again, fight again. I like the idea of fight very soon. For sure, I saw PFL all the time, and I know Ray Sefo. Ray has a lot of respect. You know why? Because he was a fighter before. He's my friend. I like him, and I like the respect, the honor the guys have in the PFL. Verdum says he put faith in his longtime manager, Ali Abdelaziz, to find him the best deal, not only monetarily, but also to appease his desire to compete as often as possible before he hangs up his gloves for good. While he maintains a good relationship with former Strikeforce boss Scott Coker, now the president at Bellator MMA, Verdum felt like the PFL was the right place to call home at this stage of his career. Staying active was obviously important to Verdum as he begins looking towards the final stages of his career. He's not thinking about retiring anytime soon, but the Brazilian legend knows that he can't fight forever. The final roster of heavyweights for the upcoming PFL season is still being determined, but Verdum predicts he's going to have a large target on his back at the most established fighter in the field. There's a big part of him that gets excited for that kind of opportunity, especially knowing that he'll just get to focus on the fights in the PFL without needing to worry much about the promotion side of the business.
This actually, I am more excited about Verdum in PFL than I would be in Bellator. I kind of wouldn't care in Bellator, but the PFL situation, the tournament style stuff, I thought I was going to be like, who cares about it when it didn't happen? But now with New Year's Eve coming, I'm missing that PFL finale. It was becoming a tradition. Like every New Year's Eve, we got to party with you guys during the PFL. I kind of like that. And now we're kind of robbed of that, so that kind of sucks.
Yeah, New Year's Eve is going to be really, really weird this year.
That's lame, man. PFL was pretty cool. So when it came to New Year's Eve, they had some events, some shows that kind of laid an egg. But Fabricio going over there, it interests me. He could win that millie. He can get it done over there. So let's see if he can get a couple extra bucks towards the end of his career. And he probably could roll it up nicely, right? Get that Brazilian steroids in the
I would assume he
system.
could get away with a little more at the PFL.
Yeah, sauce up. No USADA. I don't know how they're testing over there. Sauce up, boys.
According to Mike Heck of MMA Fighting, Demetrius Johnson responds to Israel Adesanya naming him the GOAT and believes Adesanya is on his way.
Hey, I actually agree with Izzy on something. Look at that.
DJ is happy to be the GOAT on the list of a fast-rising superstar who could take that spot in the coming years. Johnson, a former longtime UFC flyweight champion and current one championship flyweight Grand Prix champion, hasn't been able to compete in 2020 due to ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Once Khabib submitted Gaethje at UFC 254 and announced his retirement, the greatest of all time debates began to surface once again. In a recent interview with Submission Radio, current UFC middleweight champ and one of the sport's biggest stars, Israel Adesanya, gave his thoughts on the GOAT debate. The current record holder for consecutive UFC title defenses was honored to get such a high praise from Adesanya and shared some of his own towards the 185-pound champ. While DJ has to be mentioned on most lists when it comes to the sport's all-time greats, he believes that if Adesanya continues on the road he's currently traveling, it won't be long before the last stylebender joins him, especially after his recent second-round finish of Costa at UFC 253 in September.
He's got to stay a little more active, you know. He's got to get in there a little bit more, and maybe he can carve that path. He's got the skills, for sure. a pound for pound GOAT, keep in mind, pound for pound. You know, a lot of people are saying, oh, the little guy's this and that. We've had this argument. I'm not going to fucking open this Pandora's box. Mighty Mouse should be in the conversation. Now, to say he is the GOAT, I understand the debate. But Mighty Mouse should be in the conversation. People don't like his personality. People don't like the fact that he didn't move back up to 135. But how can you disregard what this man did in the UFC? His run that he was on. And how he did this run. The last fight of his UFC career, people argue that he won that fight too. He just took his foot off the gas. He won it out. He was done. He was checked out. So I think Mighty Mouse is definitely there. Next.
Last but not least, Moss, according to Mike Heck and Damon Martin of MMA Fighting, Sabina Matzo versus Alexis Davis is set for a UFC event on February 27th. I know.
Who?
But there's always got to be that one story with the nobodies that I have to mention, Moss.
Who? Oh my
Sabina
goodness.
Matzo will look to make it her 4 straight wins inside the octagon and will do so up a weight class. Multiple people with knowledge of the promotion's plans confirmed to MMA Fighting that a bantamweight matchup between Matzo and Alexis Davis will take place at the UFC's event on February 27th. As of now, a location has not been revealed for the fight card. You gotta include that one, Moss. You gotta include it. Oh, good. That's it, Moss.
All right.
We made good time.
Yes, we did it all. All right, so if you just jumped in, we are missing, you missed out on Felony Charles Bennett. He was live in the middle of the show. Go run it back. He's fighting Tyler Goodjohn. The co-main event, Bare Knuckle FC, next Friday night on the Bare Knuckle app. Go check it out. And, yeah, we'll be doing a live reaction to that. Got a Beer versus Shoemaker is the main event. Bare Knuckle always puts on some fun fights, so I'm looking forward to that. This Saturday, before that happens, we have an event, not Stephen Thompson. Let's pop it up. We got this right over here. Hermanson versus Vittori. Who is the favorite in this fight? I'm going to take a peek at this. I have not made my pick. Main card Moss has been on fire with his main events. Now, prelims, not so much. But main events, he has been unstoppable. Oh, I'm talking about myself in the third person. I must be good at it. Underdog is Jack Hermanson. Whoa. Might be a decent dog to pick. Marvin Vittori, 3-fight win streak. Basically, he's trying to put Italy on the map. This guy over here could be the great Italian hope. The mighty man from Italy who last fight got the submission on Carl Robertson, got the decision win unanimously over Sanchez.
The great
and before
Italian
that,
hog.
Cesar Ferreira gets the unanimous decision. Can he beat a Jack Hermanson coming off a win from Kelvin Gastelum, the heel hook? Gastelum looked like complete dog shit. Jared Cannonier knocked him the fuck out. And he had that Jacare decision, David Branch submission, Mearshart. It's tough for me to pick this one. Do you have a...
I think I'm probably going to go Hermanson on this one.
You going Hermanson?
Yeah, I think
so he's the under.
Yeah.
I might be with you. And also with you.
Wonderful.
Who do you have in the chat? Hermanson or Vittori? Who are you picking? This is going to be a tough one.
Frump just says, we need that Glover commentary again. Anonymous St. Prue is co-main. Two Joint says, with Carnage. Heavy Micro says, mess up his hair. It's an Italian's kryptonite. I'm so toasted, bro. Toasted, says Two Joints. Proud Babylonian says, should be a good one. Should be. You know.
Yes.
NY Bobby says, Vittori. Two Joints, ha 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 ha. I have pancakes. Bro, oh my God. Pancakes sound so good right now.
What is it? What? Ha ha. He had hot dogs with Carnage. And then ha 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 ha. I have pancakes. What is going on in the Two Joints household over there?
And the syrup.
He's having a good time on a Wednesday night. I can tell.
I'm going to make pancakes after the show, Moss.
It's for dinner, pancakes?
For Ellie, yes.
Jesse made this morning, and I had a little for lunch. Deviled eggs. Instead of mayonnaise, drop the avocado in there. What else was in there?
It's avocado, 2 pickle chips, 1 green onion, the egg yolks, and a little dollop of Grey Poupon mustard.
It is fucking delicious. It is really freaking good, man. In fact, I could eat that shit every day.
It is really
It
good.
is really fucking good. Healthy snack. Got a little bit of everything in that thing. Absolutely wonderful, wonderful.
Wonderful.
Now, I don't know. If you're a fat kid and love mayonnaise, then go with the regular devil's egg. But if you like to do it healthy, it is so good, man. You got to try this at home. You have to try it.
It is pretty good.
And if you want to be a fat slob, slobber the mayonnaise on there. And
That's
go to
right,
town.
Matt Stone. The Grey Poupon is the key.
Yes.
It's like that, and you don't need a lot. You just need like a little tiny dollop of Grey Poupon.
You
in
don't
there.
overdo it with the poop.
Yeah, otherwise it's gonna taste like mustard. You want it to taste like mustard.
Mayo is not just eggs. It's the combination. When you combine certain ingredients and you smash it together.
It's so disgusting.
It is, and I love eggs, but listen, you can't be doing this. Is peanut butter and tuna fish delicious? That's a combination right there. Think about it. When you make a mayonnaise, you're smashing ingredients together, and that forms the mayonnaise. It's not like, hey, that's mayonnaise. It grows on trees. No, that's not what happens.
Plus, it's a healthy treat for baby.
Sonosi doesn't like avocado. Her father's the same
My
way.
dad doesn't like avocado.
Good friend of mine hates avocado.
Your dad doesn't like avocado.
My dad doesn't like avocado. It is
It's an
quite
acquired
bizarre.
taste, I guess. Some people like it. Some people don't. I love it. I could put avocado on anything.
I don't know of a healthy food that I don't like. Like, I like healthy food.
Yeah.
I don't like disgusting, unhealthy things. I don't like mayonnaise, which is a sloppy,
mayonnaise is
fat
pretty gross.
person spread. I'm trying to think of like other things I don't like that's fat people food. But yeah, it's funny. Like, some people don't like certain vegetables as well.
Yes, 2 joints, avocado and bacon. Oh man, you put a nice egg on there, a good cooked egg, bacon, and Frank's Red Hot on that fucking sandwich. I tell you, a little cheddar cheese. Boom, you got yourself fucking gourmet breakfast right there, man.
Yeah. I never met and maybe we have one in the chat. Help me out in the chat. Is there like a fit person that loves mayonnaise? I have not met one person
That loves
that is like just
mayonnaise?
in really good shape.
Or
It's like,
just
oh,
that-
I gotta
that
have
can
mayonnaise
eat
on that.
mayonnaise.
Huh?
Like loves mayonnaise or just can eat mayonnaise?
No.
'Cause my brothers are very fit.
But do they love mayonnaise?
They don't like love it, but they'll
Yeah.
put it on their sandwiches.
There
and
are
stuff.
people out there that just legit love mayonnaise. They're just like, oh yeah, you gotta put it on with mayo on it. Oh, that's the ingredient.
Oh no,
Never a
not
fucking-
like that. But like they'll put it on their sandwiches and things like that without any problem.
I've never met. Now maybe in this chat, because we have we have a very fit audience. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. Let's see. I'm curious.
Yeah, ask Chrome if he likes mayo.
Yeah, Chrome is shredded. Does he like mayonnaise? But you could like mayonnaise. I'm saying love mayonnaise. You know? It looks like Baby Bratter. The Rock eats mayo before workouts. Well, yeah, he's pretty fit. But does he love it? He just
Well, if he
eats
eats
mayonnaise?
it before
I'm going to vomit
workouts.
just thinking about that. Does he really?
That's pretty gross.
I see a guy dip Oreos in mayonnaise. Okay. What else do you want to talk about? We have like 1 minute to kill over
Why'd
here.
you ask and then you can't handle
No,
the
it just went too
answer?
far. It went too far. It went too far. I started smelling it. You ever talk about a
God.
food that you don't like?
Stop talking about it then.
You ever talk about a food that you don't like, right? And you talk about too much, somehow the smell gets in your nose and you want to vomit.
Don't
Like, that's
talk.
what happens.
Why would you talk about something?
Like,
you
we
hate
were talking
so
about
much?
avocado too long. I'm sure people in the chat all of a sudden got the phantom smell in their nose. They're like, I'm going to die.
Yeah.
Or get that weird taste in
I
their
do
mouth.
that with barbecue. I don't like barbecue. Like barbecue sauce. If like too much of it, it like makes me nauseous thinking about it.
Organic mayonnaise? All right, we got to move on. We got to get out of here.
God.
All right, so go give Felony a follow. By the way, his Instagram, 45,000. That's pretty wonderful.
Wonderful.
Go give Felony352 a follow over there. Say, hey, the MMA Holes sent me. And go give his YouTube channel. If you search up here, we also have him as a feature channel. We got to put him as a feature channel on his second channel as well. I don't think we have any over here, but on the main important channel, he's there. Go Felony. Right, if you go Felony Charles. Whoops. Bennett. Okay.
Bennett.
And there's his channel. Go give him a
Whoop,
follow.
whoop.
15K. By the way, remember when
Looking good.
weren't we the ones that got him to 1,000?
Yes, sir.
We got him to 1,000 subscribers, and now this guy's got 15K. He's
Look
big
at
time.
this guy.
He's
Good
big
for
time
him,
now.
man.
Yeah, Felony Charles Bennett. Go give him a follow over there. He's really funny. Got the live streams going, and he'll take you into the This is the celebration I was talking about. I'm hoping we get one of them. Oh, that'd be great. Good guy, Felony. If you want to see the interview, rewind the stream. 2 more likes, please. Please.
You know, Uncle Shep, that's a big common thing too. My parents do that. The mayonnaise, like they make their tuna salad with mayonnaise.
Yeah, a lot of people do that,
Yeah.
and that's not good for me.
You know what we do? We do tuna salad with, you chop up some pickles and put some Italian dressing in there.
But some people don't like,
There's your
yeah.
salad.
Italian dressing or salsa throwing in tuna is delicious.
Yeah. If you do the Italian dressing, you have to add pickles though, because
Some people don't like pickles.
Yeah, we don't do the mayonnaise. Like,
see, I can
there's
get
so many
people
ways
not.
to make
I
tuna
love
salad.
pickles, but I can get how people don't like pickles because pickles has a very distinct, but it has a very distinct taste.
Well, you got to put it in the right things.
But think about that, right? I mean, avocado has zero taste. It just adds a little substance to your sandwich or whatever.
Yes.
Zero taste. Mayonnaise has a distinct taste. Jizz. It's like, it's literally, it has the consistency and the taste of jizz. And I've tasted jizz before. It's disgusting.
You've tasted jizz before?
Oh, yes.
When?
One time I was like, what does that taste like over there? I shot it right in my mouth. I let it sit on my tongue, and I'm like, that tastes just like fucking mayonnaise. Salty mayonnaise. Why would anyone want the consistency of cum in their sandwich? Makes no sense to me.
Oh, my God.
No sense. And it even looks like cum. So you're eating that Whopper, and jizz is coming down your fucking sandwich. Why is this good? Now, I can understand some females love the jizz. But a man?
Man.
Doesn't make any sense.
No,
mayonnaise.
I don't like mayonnaise. I can like be in the same room as it.
Think about it.
But I don't like it.
If I shot a load on a sandwich and I put mayonnaise on another sandwich and I opened up the buns and showed an individual that had no idea whether the mayonnaise or the load was on the sandwich, you would have no fucking clue. You would have no clue in your mind. Yet that's delicious. Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here, you sick fucks. All right, we're getting out of here.
All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us and talking about mayonnaise.
Enjoy your jizz sandwiches.
Enjoy your jizz sandwiches. If you need any anti-mayo recipes, hit me up. I got you.
Yes.
That being said, guys, make sure you tune in on Friday night for Fook Off Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be live then. We're also going to be live Saturday for the fights for the entire card, so make sure you tune in then. As always, guys, don't be an a-hole. Be an MMA hole.